Well, we should be... I'm assuming we're resynced now, right?
Am I back on? I'm so sorry. I went to click settings and I clicked stop stream. Oh god. It's that kind of night. I'm tired, you guys.
Are we still desynced, or did that fix everything?
Alright, hold on. Let me fix the audio. I'm really tired. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're synced.
What?
So
Oh.
Starts just said.
Okay.
You did end the stream, so.
Alright. Okay, we're gonna go with this next one then. I already hate it. Oh, I hate it. Look at me. I hate it. I'm wearing a vest over a Charmander shirt.
Oh, is it a vest?
Ew.
I couldn't see what you were wearing underneath, so I thought maybe it was some sort of like overalls, but no, that's a vest.
It's a vest. It doesn't work. Oh, and the pun.
Shall it be rated?
Oh, I want to die. Oh, I hate it.
Why are you so quiet?
Because I didn't know what I was wearing. Also, why do I keep putting pictures of me as a child in these videos? This is fan art, so somebody probably could have got this video taken down if they wanted to. The VHS tape. Yeah, I still have a bunch of Pokemon VHS tapes. I don't have all of those recorded tapes anymore.
I did have one of those.
This also, can I just say this review is not even about the games. Like, I just realized, hey, there's nobody talking about Pokemon. So all I have to do to make videos that people will watch is pander to people's nostalgia. And I just kind of figured that everyone had probably already said everything there was to say about Gold and Silver at this point. This was made...
Windows Movie Maker?
No, I think this was Camtasia. This is the most important part of Gold and Silver for the Game Boy, obviously.
The GS ball?
In the anime. What is this even?
This is the Gold Silver Crystal review.
No, this was definitely Camtasia, because I know that I had to switch to Camtasia during the ROM hack era because I couldn't use Windows Movie Maker anymore. And then I stuck with Camtasia up until...
just a few years
4 years ago? 3 years ago?
I was gonna say, really recent.
Yeah, nobody can even hear what I'm saying, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for the bits, City and Nightmares! So happy I was able to catch you streaming today. I got a job. Yay! I also got a job. High five. Yeah. Well, the problem with the audio and the video is not the volume. It's the fact that I didn't mix it, so the music is louder than my voice. So I could turn it up forever and you'd still never hear me. The reason I eventually, finally, stopped using Windows Movie Maker is because it stopped saving. Like, I couldn't save my projects and I was done with them. Also, how did I get that footage?
You found a shiny Spearow?
I guess I did. Oh my god, these puns.
Why
kill
the
me.
Skarmory?
I don't know. I think because it was a Gen 2 Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know what this video is. This is pretty hard to watch.
I'm still getting a kick how you had your Celebi pun at the beginning, and we could hear that perfectly, and then the music kicked in.
Yeah.
And now it's very difficult to hear you.
Oh yeah, I was talking about how...
Your Chinchou was shiny too.
Okay, I was definitely cheating. There's no way I don't even remember catching a shiny Chinchou. So maybe I was using somebody else's file or something. Anyway, the point I was trying to say was, I thought that everybody had already done, like, a real review of these games. But I think even to this day, no one has actually reviewed Gold and Silver and talked about it, like, from the standpoint of the context that it fits into the rest of the series. Like, nobody's done a Diamond and Pearl review level review of this game. So I think this is why I feel like I can still go back and redo this. Because this is, like, it's not like I'm gonna be repeating what I'm saying in this video, by any means. Not that you can hear that. Like, why do I keep this up? You can't even watch this.
You're editing. I also love how, like, why are we there again? Why are we here again?
I maybe had, like, 3 or 4 clips. Oh no, I was making a point. I just wanted to show off how much Pokemon crap I had in these early videos. That's why I keep using all this cutaway stuff. It's
could you put, yes, thank you.
You could rewatch all your old videos except for your Gold and Silver one. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this is just like the amateur game. Look at this screenshot of old YouTube. Wait, how many subs did I have?
300,000, I believe it said.
Already? Why?
No, it's channel views. Sorry.
Subscribers. I had... What?
Eh?
I had 7K subscribers at this point? I guess I was still making ROM hacks, actually.
Hey, Jayhawk115 subscribed?
Free
yes.
sub for 15 months.
Oh. No subs.
Hey, my sub works
Yay.
again. Happy 15 months, thank you. Okay, yeah, this is cool.
Okay, yeah, there was only 7,200 subscribers.
So this was like when I was a fetus channel. But even then, this was uploaded in 2011, and my channel was created in 2006. So it took me years to get 7,000 subs. Just on the ROM hacks.
It was mainly ROM hacks before that.
Yeah, it was. But I remember that I didn't get rid of the ROM hacks until I hit 10K subs, I think. So I was still making them until 10K. Because I remember that I was like, I really just wanted to get to the 10K point and say that I did that while doing the ROM hacks. Also, I remember this old icon. I used to have this for so long. So long, this Pikachu face. Eventually I added my name to it, but it was just this Pikachu face for years. We're done watching this one. I can't deal with it anymore.
No, but we're going back to live view.
Yeah, with this awful vest, we're not doing this again. This
but I have yet to actually hear you review Gold, Silver, and Crystal.
Alright, we'll finish it. I'm gonna...
You don't have to look.
So thanks you guys for making this.
It's not much of a reaction when not looking.
You silly girl.
This making my dreams come true with 7,000 subscribers. I had such low standards. I do not still have this vest. I kept it for a long time though.
Can we have the review now?
Why does this have almost 200,000 views? Why? Yeah, that TV, I loved that TV. I kept it for the longest time until I just didn't have room to keep it anymore. Alright, enough.
Is this your, what is it, fair use?
Yeah. This is the please don't take all my stuff down YouTube video. Anyway, okay, no more of this. No more.
Oh, it's finished.
Oh, oops, I just closed that whole... Hold on. We're gonna... Nope, you don't get to talk again.
We don't get to hear your celebrated pun again?
That pun is from the anime, by the way. I did not make that pun myself.
That makes it so much worse.
Okay, wait. So Jimmy also wanted me to do the Ruby and Sapphire. Do you really want to see another one of these old reviews? Like,
is this going to be another 5.5 minutes of you talking about the anime and then 30 seconds of fair use?
And then, like, barely being able to hear me the entire time? Probably.
What's this Pokemon Universe Explained?
This is also, like, the Universe Explained video is one of, like, the worst things I've ever made because half of that information's wrong. So it's like, nothing is explained. I don't know. This is like back when I used to make videos and not fact check anything. It was just like all off the top of my head.
Meemaws.
You literally want 3 hours of this? Okay, well, we'll see. I don't know if I can take this for 3 hours.
6 minutes at a time, Jimmy.
Okay, we're gonna do this one next.
Hey Pokemon fans, Tamashi here, and today I've got something you've all been waiting for.
Ugh, it looks so bad. Oh my god, look at my hair. It's so greasy. Why didn't I wash it? What's happening?
It's not that greasy, is it?
Well, it's no surprise.
Looks like
Also, what is this angle?
that's well, that was my first question.
Power Rangers were fans really started to get divided.
I'm not sure what's happening.
You still have that clock.
I do. That is still in our bedroom. Actually,
It's what woke us up this morning.
I think I still have most of these. I gave that Plusle plushie to the Lost Arts.
Mm.
That set of drawers behind me is in our closet currently.
Yeah. Was that a computer monitor?
Why am I
Or a
sitting
tower?
on the floor in all of these videos?
With Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, however,
This is what I want to know.
many people disliked the new.
I didn't know how to frame a shot to save my life.
My first time playing Ruby, I had the same issue. At that point,
Meemaws were gonna watch awful videos of your mother.
hadn't been introduced to the new Pokemon in any way. and
At least you can hear me this time. It's
Yep.
echoey, but you can hear me.
Soon, though, as
It's
the
like you just kept
conversation
talking into the camera while you were sitting on the floor.
No, I wasn't actually. I was not doing that.
Pokemon by heart, and they became friends just like all my Pokemon before had. As they grew
No
more
paratroop.
comfortable,
I could have moved my desk chair though, if I really wanted. I think what I wanted to do was just have as much Pokemon stuff in each shot as possible. So I would like contrive some kind of angle that would show off as much of my merch as possible. Like sitting in front of all my gaming stuff on the floor. Because all my furniture was really low to the ground too.
This was because they increased the individual values for each Pokemon from 15 to 31. If you had been able to transfer your Pokemon,
Also,
they would basically been useless and unable to compete with the newer stronger Pokemon.
stop calling them Pokemon
Another
with an
reason
E.
for the
Pokemon with an EY.
technology of the
Pokemon,
Game Boy
mo-
Advance
mo-
was way different from that of the original Game Boy.
I'm shocked. I don't think I've seen that much anime footage.
This is also a part that I wanted to put at the beginning of the Diamond and Pearl review to show that I had no idea what I was talking about.
Technology was just too different to fit.
You could absolutely use floppy disks on a Windows 7. You just needed an attachment that could read floppy disks.
Other than the Game Boy. It was also incredibly beautiful.
It was a really stupid point to make, and it showed that I didn't know what I was talking about. To prove I'm a real game girler. Yes, that is exactly why. I had to show off all my Pokemon stuff so people would know I was legit. Actually, maybe I was really worried about that.
Maybe. I don't know. This is before I.
That's a possibility. I was worried that people would write me off, I think. But also, I think I was just proud of all my Pokemon crap.
Look at all my stuff.
Something I wish they had carried over from GSC though, were the light changes from day to night. I'm sure there was some reason it didn't graduate.
I've been
to the standard.
brainstorming
Perhaps they weren't used to
redoing
graphic
a
capabilities
Ruby,
of the
Sapphire, and
system,
Emerald review.
or there just wasn't room
So a
enough
lot of
to
these points are gonna be
recreate
like
Pokemon, but it was a bit
points
disappointing to see the
and
game
not
take
like
step
a
backward
list
after
of
so
things that are
many
in the game
advancements.
or not in the game.
Owen expanded the Pokemon universe in more ways than just landmass, though. This generation was responsible for a ton of new features.
I was worried about that later on. That's true. I mean, I kind of assumed it all at this point that the only people watching me were like still the people that watch my ROM hacks. It wasn't until like a little bit later that I realized that like only 8% of my audience was around for that long, and then like even less as time went on.
The two teams really made the player choose which stance they took on the issue, and made kids think more about bad people and why they
Yeah,
do the things
make
they
the
do.
player choose which stance they take on the issue of, is it better to have more land or water?
Ultimately, when neither voice
We chose
seemed right,
neither.
it was up to the
This is
player to
exactly,
decide
you
which
choose,
stance to
because there are choices you can make as a player in this game
There are
that
choices
impact the plot.
There are choices you can make as a consumer.
Which version do you want to play?
Do I want to fight a pirate or do I want to fight a scientist?
Which version is most readily available at your local Walmart?
Do I even want to play Pokemon?
Mimi, you're so cute. Hashtag player choice. Hey, you see that Mount Chimney over there? You can walk on it.
It created this elitist segment of the Pokemon fan base that casual trainers felt left out of. It also increased the emphasis on the battling aspect of the game even more, and alienated those who were less into battling and more into collecting myself. But if it happened, you gotta
What are you
catch 'em
doing?
all. It wasn't even on the front cover anymore.
She started twitching and it was just like her claws against my arm. Still this angle.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's good to be consistent.
Well, probably what I did was I sat down and I filmed all these shots at once.
Pokemon's fan base is starting to evaporate at this point.
You actually quoted one of my videos for a college paper? Which one? Hopefully not this one. It is a South Park sticker. I don't even remember where we got that. But I had one on my TV and one on my computer.
But really, it was just the inevitable rejection each fan faces from his fan base as they grow older.
Am I wearing one Pokemon shirt on top of another? I was probably wearing a shirt under that.
I really liked Ruby Sapphire.
But it, like, the shirt was just Pikachu in front of a faded logo. So it wasn't like two Pokemon shirts.
I owe RSC a lot, and I owe you, my viewers, a lot too.
I was already sentimental and it hadn't even been like 5 years yet.
Nope. People, stop. That's my arm.
I say that in like every video too.
You do.
Alright. I think I was better at like remembering lines than I am now. I don't know how I did that. Anyway.
Herman Cain.
Somebody wanted to see Herman Cain.
Everyone's wanted to see Herman Cain.
This is so dumb. I don't know why. I think I really had no idea what I wanted to do with my channel, so I was like, hey, no one's covering Pokemon news as it's happening. Maybe I can be a Pokemon news channel. That was a really bad idea because you have to be
it went
first.
for one episode.
You have to be first. Also, okay, so I did the Herman Cain video, and then I also interviewed Jason Page.
I don't want to see that.
I do not either. It's 25 minutes long, Jesus.
Yeah, too long.
And it was like a really weird interview. But I really just didn't know what I was doing yet, and I just wanted to do as much Pokemon stuff as possible in as many different areas. So I did a news video, and I continued the reviews, and I did more creepypastas.
You reviewed the board game.
That one I like that video still, the board game. Who's Herman Cain? Herman Cain's
a politician.
In the 2008 presidential election, he was a Republican candidate. And I'll let past me explain to you this story.
Probably not, but there's something going on in the political
Oh, Little
world
Bad
today
Planet
you might
music.
find interesting. This is Republican presidential candidate Herman Cain. Ever since 2003,
Oh god, an
he's
advertisement for
quoting
Video Girls
unnamed
is still here. I should get rid
various
of that.
books, speeches, and debates. Last night at the Ames Republican presidential debate, he quoted said unnamed poet again. The words, "Life can be a challenge. Life may seem impossible, but it's never easy when there's so much on the line." Sound familiar to you, Pokemon fans? He's quoting the theme to the Pokemon movie 2000, The Power of One, sung by Donna Summer. Now, ever since he first quoted the song in his 2003 Hour of Power sermon, he has cited that the lines came from a song played at the 2000 Olympics, and they may have been sung by Donna Summer, but he wasn't sure. Okay, that's all well and good, but the song never played at the 2000 Olympics. Now, it's possible that Mr. Cain is a closet Donna Summer fan.
Gotcha,
and
Herman
didn't realize
Cain.
that the song didn't come from one of our studio
Pokemon
albums,
fan
as it was
exposed.
written exclusively for the Pokemon movie. But it wouldn't take more than 2 seconds on Google to figure out just where the lines came from and who to credit them to. Perhaps Mr. Cain is embarrassed to be quoting a children's animated feature when addressing adults about adult matters. Regardless of whether you're rooting for Herman Cain or
I
not,
totally derailed
regardless
this
of their
campaign.
political
Actually,
affiliation,
mostly people responded to this with, man, I should vote for him because he likes Pokemon too, which is absolutely not what I wanted.
I guess it just goes to show the messages Pokemon
I remember I would
has
respond to
all
each
along.
comment
They
with
have
like, this is
gotten
a really
through
bad
some
basis to
adults
vote for a
after all.
presidential candidate on. As if people who like cared this much would be old enough to vote to begin with. Daily Caller and Wikipedia are my sources, and Reddit. Wow.
Good sources.
Good sources. Also, I cite my sources in a video like this.
Yeah.
This is weird. Anyway. I was really worried about somebody getting mad at me back then, I guess.
Look at you now.
I wasn't even making money yet, and I was worried about this stuff. So yeah, it's just like a fragment of the past. Alright, what's next? we're gonna... Jimmy wanted to do the pinball review.
That's 12 minutes long.
Yeah, I feel like we watched kind of a lot of reviews. I don't know if I can take more of that cringe. The Pokemon collection video. Oh, hey, yeah. Somebody wanted the Gen 1 glitches, actually. I got that one request on Twitter a lot, so we'll do... Look, it's Josh. We'll do the Gen 1 glitches. Man, that was a long time ago. Oh my god! What was I doing with my makeup? This is like the first time I ever filled in my eyebrows, by the way. But this is so ugly.
It's more like your eyeshadow that I'm catching.
It was because it was supposed to be like a Halloween. No, it wasn't. It was posted on June 30th. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought it's like, also, wow, I'm really thin. But I was like, I was thinking that it was like creepy because it's glitches and stuff.
Before we get started, let's define what counts as a glitch. Basically, glitches are abnormalities that happen or appear in
Gyms?
the program.
So I put on like the most eyeshadow I possibly could, and then I realized, hey, that doesn't look good at all.
And then went what? Oh well?
I don't think I've ever done my makeup like this since this video, so I learned pretty quick.
Unfortunately, we won't be covering any glitches that you need a game shark to perform. Don't worry though, we're gonna see some crazy stuff regardless. I also
My first trip to Sephora? No. I got all my makeup at the drugstore, kids. I had probably like... Actually, what happened was my ex-boyfriend's mother would give me these tiny little like individual use free samples of eyeshadow because we were all broke. So why does your shirt look like a fashion glitch? I loved that shirt. It had like dead bunnies on it and I thought it was so edgy.
Really?
Yes. It was cute and edgy like me. No.
Check it out. There's a guy in the water.
This era is fun for me because I think we'd become friends and talk about doing that collab we never did.
For this one, you'll need to deposit your bike into your
Yeah. Well, we worked together a lot. I think I've collabed with you the most out of anybody because if I needed another person, I was just like, Jimmy will do it. Jimmy always will do it. He my buddy. Hey, Mr. H. Batesy. Welcome to hell.
Surf along Cinnabar's eastern coast.
Only your
Hop
help.
out of the water directly in front of the door. Look, he's on the roof. There's more fun to have in Cinnabar before you unlock the gin than just
Oh my god.
if you block
He's
her
on the roof.
to get her to walk in front of the door, she can actually trap you in there until she decides to move again anyway.
I hadn't quite figured out how to make text stand out from footage yet, but this is already quite an improvement over like the first few videos, I would say. What did we want to make? I don't even remember what our original idea to collab was.
You'll notice a girl wandering around. By blocking where she walks, you can get her to go wherever you want. With a little patience, you can get her stuck in
Yeah,
doorways
that
and
shirt
even
does
get
kind
her
of look like
to
my
use
old
the
background,
grass.
doesn't it? With like the
If you do this
Pokemon
and enter the
silhouettes.
grass after her, Professor Oak will come and scold you as usual. Only this time, he'll mistake her for you. As the sequence
Jimmy is
continues, you'll
my
walk to the
internet
side
twin
alongside
brother.
him, through signs and even straight through the laboratory roof itself. Eventually, you'll miss the doorway and get stuck in the wall next to it.
God, I
The
love
music will keep
glitches.
playing, but you won't be able
This
to
is
move.
entertaining
You'll
even
need to
though I don't
reset
like
to
this
get out of
video.
it by bullying other NPCs in the game and getting them to walk where you want them to. You can get just about anyone stuck in any door, and you can even get them to walk below ledges so that you can jump on their heads. Ouch.
Yeah,
In one
maybe
instance,
that was
you can
it.
even make an entire room full of people disappear.
Ouch!
All you have to do is, when you go to pick your first Pokemon from Professor Oak, try to leave the lab. A script will stop you and make you walk back in.
This was actually really hard to make. What I did was when I was making the Gen 1 glitches videos
In the Sinister headquarters
was
of
I
Team,
wrote them
even
all
worse,
as one video.
or should I say underfoot.
And then I got a job. So I would cram as many of these into, like, I organized them all into sections, and then I decided this section to this section would be one video, this section to this section would be another, and then eventually ended up with just 3 parts, because at the time I had no faith that anyone would want to watch more than one part to a video. So that's what I did, and then I got a job, so like it ended up that every part was like more than 3 months apart in uploading. I hadn't quite figured out that to like grow on YouTube you needed to upload like all the time. And plus I wasn't making any money. Hey there, Tomashi. Sorry to bother you. I'm sure you're very busy, but when you get the chance, I greatly appreciate it if you could check out a video of mine and give me some tips on things I should improve on. There's an episode of Pokemon Trivia series, so I hope you enjoy hearing about facts you probably already know. Thank you for your time. Aww, you're so cute, little Jimmy.
Walk up to the top right corner and press A. You can access an invisible PC. They probably use
I don't remember you emailing me. I honestly, it was just like, one day you existed and you were in my life. I didn't reply! I'm so sorry! I think probably I would get a lot of emails like that where people will want me to watch their videos.
Talking to walls is just the beginning, though. You can also walk right
So I wasn't, I was very up my own butt, I think.
compared to the maps in the original Japanese games.
But I'm glad we're
Team
friends.
made a mistake during this process, though, and they forgot to change the properties of the tiles on this wall to be impassable. You can walk right through them and run into wild Pokemon in them too. In yellow, the map was changed yet again, so this was fixed.
I'm still saying Pokemon with a Y.
Easier time walking to Viridian City through Route 1, right? Wrong. Even if you cut down the grass,
Also,
it'll still be there, just invisible.
I moved during this time in these 3 videos because this one was filmed in my bedroom in my mom's house, and then like the next 2 I think were filmed at my new apartment when I moved out. And that apartment was awful to film in because I didn't have a light, so I would just have to try and get natural lighting, and that doesn't work in apartments, as I've learned. That bedroom was great to film in. The natural light was perfect for everything. I didn't even have to try.
You guys want to know about the real game grid glitches, right? Well, here's how you can surf on land through solid objects.
I thought those were supposed to just be like leopard spots.
Nope, they're dead bunnies. They're bunnies with X's for eyes.
So edgy.
That apartment was actually pretty good. The one in Las Vegas. It was my first apartment, and it was really cheap. It was really cheap because Las Vegas had a housing problem with too much housing at the time.
You know they still have that problem?
I don't think they still have that problem. I think the economy's better there. But it was like I paid nothing for this brand new apartment that had a dining room, a living room, a kitchen, a washer and dryer in unit, a bathroom with a separate bath, and a big bedroom with a walk-in closet. It was a nice place. Only problem was that the door didn't work quite right, so we'd get crickets in there all the time. Yeah, the one when I first moved to Portland was like a roach motel.
You can also use this trick to reboard the SSN after it has departed, and see that infamous truck. By the way, guys,
Also,
this truck is just an Easter egg.
this was like the brief period of time when I had one of my friends, General Osick, compose original music for the videos. It wasn't like it was like he would arrange covers of Pokemon themes, so it was like
For some reason, the lower tiles of statues share the same programming.
I wasn't using
So you can surf in them, and fish in them.
game rips. He would like record original tracks for me to use for my videos. I still have some of them.
There isn't much point. You can't rebattle her or anything. But it's neat to walk through a hallway you don't
Have you
usually
never
take
watched this
for.
video before?
Not only can you surf
I think
on
there's just a
land,
couple
but
I haven't
it lets
remembered.
you even walk on water. And it's a really
There are
interesting
so many
thing.
glitches in
You
Gen
surf
1.
on the spot and then use it again, you'll be able to walk on water.
Not only
Obligatory
can you
red is
redeem
Jesus joke here.
while surfing out of bounds, you can also skip getting an entire gym badge.
To get past the guy blocking Route 3, open the start menu and move your cursor over the save option. Press B to exit the menu. Try to enter the route and initiate the conversation with the boy. As he says, "Follow me," press the B button to end the conversation early and immediately press the start button. If done correctly, the menu should be open.
This is already a lot better, I
If
think.
you don't turn the game off here, your character will walk
I'm pretty
the
proud
box
of these
to the
videos
back.
still. I think
But we don't want that. So
because I spent such a long time like making sure that I got as many glitches as I possibly could. It's like a pretty good collection of like most of the stuff you can do in the game.
go back
Over
to
the 3
entrance of
videos.
Route 3 and walk directly over the spot where the boy usually stands.
You can't read the
That is
font?
only time
Yeah.
without a script trigger.
Like I said, I
You'll
was
be
still
able to
figuring
pass
out
the
what like
menu.
was
Pretty neat,
readable
huh? It's a little
text-wise.
tricky, but with practice you'll get it down. Luckily, the only HM
Mimi,
the
what you
older
doing?
versions use is Flash, and that isn't required to get through the game. So there's
This is
no
a
risk
long
to
video though.
I'll
It
even
is.
enter the
It's
indigo
13
method
minutes.
of
I'm getting bored
better
already.
You'll need to use another glitch that will let you walk through walls, which I'll explain how to perform The ability to
She
walk
just
through
wants
all
to lay
that
back down
all
again.
She's
the
ragdolling.
yard behind it.
She's
Ta-da!
got crap in
You're
her
in the
fur.
league with only 7 badges. From here you can proceed normally on a slightly corrupted version of the map, which should get back to normal once you enter Victory Road, or the league building should you skip the entire
It
cave.
was a different place. I don't even think I was getting paid yet. Like, I didn't start getting paid
Another
for a
little
long
time
time.
trick allows you to enter Cycling Road without a bicycle. For this glitch, you'll need to either
Alright, you think we're done with this one? Should we move on to another video?
I think so.
Enter the western
think I'm gonna
gate
get
of
my
City, and once
sake.
inside, walk as far up as possible so that you're right near the
Animals,
guard.
get off me.
Start walking left without stopping, and keep tapping the
BRB.
B button. The guard will begin talking to you, but won't be able to stop you. Once you exit onto Bicycle Road, though, you'll find that you're still
I
on
was
the
getting
bike
paid?
lane
Well,
and
was
have
probably
one, so
not very
unfortunately
much.
you can't
I
explore
was
the road on foot.
with Machinima. So, probably like $100 a month tops.
Across this cave, but it's easy to see why. The ambient music, the creepy tower, everything about it just screams spooky. But did you know there are quite a few glitches here that you can perform on just any old copy of the game? Forget all the
I
mystery
miss
lizards. These are
filming in
real
this room
legends
though.
alive.
This lighting was so easy.
Pokemon Tower is
It
the
made my
rarest
nose
of
look
all
so
Pokemon
straight.
passed on in the Kanto region, and as a result, it's overrun by ghosts. Usually there
Also, I
aren't
think the
ghosts,
fact
but
that it
in
was
this
low
version,
res
one of them comes
helped
back
a
to
lot.
possess your Pikachu.
Please watch the
First,
Chow
Pikachu
ones.
faint in a battle in the tower.
the Chow ones.
Yeah, I guess now is kind of a good time to go to the other channel. Because this was around the time that I also started reviewing not Pokemon games on my alt. And most of those videos are not up anymore. Don't touch the Chow ones.
Don't touch them.
I'll do the tutorial Chow one, probably. Because I know that that one's pretty innocuous. This is my alt. There's not a lot up anymore. We'll do the Chow tips and tricks. Somebody wanted to... Multiple people wanted me to do both the Game Boy Advance e-reader and the Game Boy printer review. Nobody ever wants to watch my Dragon Warrior Monsters review, which I thought was a pretty good video.
I haven't seen that one. I'd like to see it.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Eh,
I won't be watching it for cringe. I'll be watching it to.
it'll be pretty cringe, but...
Yes, but I'll learn something while it's the Skyrim glitch is in there.
Okay.
I forgot about that one.
So the earliest one is 6 years ago, so this is kind of in line with what I was doing in this time. This is 5 years ago. Yeah, actually this was slightly earlier than these glitch videos. Because these were all in my room in Las Vegas, so... Alright. We'll probably watch the Dragon Warrior Monsters one later, because it's not, like, goofy. So, I guess we'll start with the Game Boy Advance e-reader. No, I don't want to. It's so cringe. Okay.
Too late. Oh, I guess we're going Chow's first.
Yeah, we'll do Chow and then the Game Boy printer. I don't think the Game Boy Advance e-reader one's worth watching. It's 6 minutes long. Oh, this is 7 minutes. Oh, all these videos are so long.
Put it on double speed.
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Oh, it's so quiet.
Now, I'm not a Chow expert, so I don't know absolutely everything about them, nor will I be telling you
That's a lie. You're like one of the few people that's ever made like, I feel like an in-depth video on this.
Yeah, probably. I don't think so now, though. It looks like Sapphire Chow makes some pretty good videos in the sidebar. The e-reader one? You just uploaded an hour-long one. Yeah, I know. But these are, like, hard to watch because they're so long. The other, like, the new one's at least good. I can't hear anything. I can't turn it up anymore.
This is just a really quiet one.
Yeah, I kind of think that this isn't really worth watching anyway. This is just a tutorial that explains how to raise your stats using a glitch.
It's a good glitch. I
It's-
didn't know about it.
Yeah, you just... It's boring though, this glitch.
Okinshitsu.
Yeah. This is just like basically info ripped from Chow Island, which I don't know if it still remembers. Still remembers? Still exists. What am I saying? Okay. We're gonna do... These are all
Pick
bad.
your poison.
These are all bad.
I'm here.
Okay,
It's
fine.
time for my
E-reader. I don't know if
first
you'll be able to hear this
ever
one either.
Why are you on the floor again?
Why am I on the floor? Why am I so far away? Where are my eyebrows?
Released in 2002, this
Oh,
card
this is
game
a little
may seem
loud now.
totally
Looks like you
futuristic.
almost hit yourself with
Surely
that.
this is how games will be played in the near future.
You're too thin.
entirely on
You
cards,
don't have the muscles to
bold,
hold an e-reader
expensive,
properly.
hard-to-handle discs.
I had to show you all the cards I had.
Around $40 US. Now,
This is my bathroom. I don't know what I'm doing.
The court e-reader failed to catch on in America and lasted a short 2 years.
But I
without
thought,
much
actually, this
other
is like the
than
first video that I ever like
its
bought stuff
unsuccessful
for
stint in the US
specifically.
and Australia
I bought
prevented it
the
from ever being
accessory
released in Europe.
that links
However,
the
it
Game
did
Boy
well
Advance to
with
the GameCube.
So did this interesting piece
I
of
bought
video game history
a
deserve
bunch of
its
e-reader
fate?
cards.
Let's take a look at what it did right and what it did wrong.
First of all,
I'm not
at the
even
time of its
centered.
release,
What am I
the advanced
doing?
SP
Well, you weren't. You were before, but now it's like your legs were out of the shot, so I don't know what
I just
happened.
moved.
This made
I probably
difficult
got up,
report,
stopped the camera, and started again,
also
and
be
sat
used
down
to
in a
do
different
this
spot.
later, which will be much easier to get footage of. However, this brings up a major
At least these
issue
shots
with
aren't
the
bad.
e-reader. On top of only working with the original Game Boy Advance, most of the cards require you to have more than one Game Boy Advance and a link cable. Like I said
This
earlier,
music, though.
they hadn't released the SP yet, so there was no reason for any kid to have multiple advances. You had to either spend even more money
You don't
on a
know if you
second
can
Game
top
Boy,
this.
or be antisocial enough to play
Oh,
a
just
one-player game
try.
at a friend's house using their Game Boy too, and just hope
Hey,
that
did you
they'll
end
be
the
patient
e-reader?
enough that they won't start throwing things at you out of boredom.
Oh, also,
And once
random,
you factor in the
what is
cost of that
happening?
second Game Boy, it's
He-
now about what
he
the
caught you,
GameCube cost when it
apparently.
launched. And that's not even counting the cost of
and my
cards.
hair wasn't straight in that shot.
So
It
once
looks so
you've
bad.
shelled out a couple
I didn't even
$100
notice.
for all the things you need for this baby,
Money!
cards, and cables.
This is actually only $15.
You better hope that once you finally use it, these cards are awesome.
Oh, I
The
remember
operator
those.
for
I
this
used to
add-on
put
is
the
so
little.
small, it won't be
They
too
had
hard
those
to take a
gotcha
look at
things.
each individual set of
Oh my
cards.
god, I was so
Unfortunately,
scanny.
though, I don't have any of the Mario cards or any of the rare promotional cards.
That stinking
so I'll have to exclude those.
Pikachu jerk.
Let's start with the classic NES series.
I don't know what these shots are
NES
supposed to
series
be.
contains 13 NES games.
You had those too, though.
I really, really liked adding information with on-screen text while I'm talking
Each
instead of like
package only contains
writing
one
it into my
game.
script.
To get all the games would be about $65 back then. $5 a package. This adds even more to the cost of this thing so far. And is it
Sitting
worth
on the
it?
floor reviews is part of my brand. That basically was my brand at this point.
When you do your Ruby Sapphire review, you need to be sitting on the floor.
No! Kill me. I don't know.
Once again, you better have a deep wallet.
This was fun to get footage of,
So
though.
you need to have
All
net
this stuff.
and
I still have this wallet, by the way.
You do. It still has that rip in the side, too.
Yep.
Cable. Could link the Game Boy Advance to the GameCube so you could use the e-reader and other games with GameCube games. Granted, you could get some rare
I feel like those are like $15 a piece.
It doesn't seem worth it. The Pokemon Battle e-card series is next, and you can guess that this is why I bought the e-reader in the first place. This set contains trainers to battle and mouse deep
Yep,
singing.
that's true.
I had a few of those.
I would have to go over to my neighbor's house to use those because we only have one Game Boy Advance.
The only effect is that the Pokemon holding it will restore HP if hit by a super effective move. If you battle any of the Scandinavian trainers, your Pokemon don't gain any experience points, and you don't earn any prize money.
I do still have the e-reader cards. I mean, I paid for them. Most of them aren't still in packages, though.
Especially since this is one of the card sets that require a second Game Boy Advance and a link cable to use. An Eon ticket card was given away.
I went to the trouble of actually getting the cards.
Trigger a Latios or Latios event, which I think is
And
actually
then
pretty cool.
most of this footage is recorded
Honestly,
via emulator.
it'd be cooler if you
I
couldn't
just
already
didn't
have
bother.
some known links in the game. I know you can
Actually, I don't think I had a way to
but if you
record my
already have
my
two Game Boys and a link
screen
to the
yet.
card to use the
because it was
card,
actually kind of hard to
you probably have
capture
both versions
game
anyway.
footage back then.
You could just trade yourself for the other. Many of the trading card game Pokemon cards released at the time include scalable
Capitalize on it and copy this sitting on the
Next
floor
data
video format.
unlocked extra moves in the trading card game, and if you were lucky enough to find one with a strip down the side,
Unlock
you could
extra
get a new
moves.
game or a surprise. The games are fun, but once again, it seems silly to spend so much money on just
Don't
one.
think too much about it.
Now, it's easy to see why the e-reader failed in America. It seemed nothing more than a gimmicky way to sell
Unregistered
parents'
Hypercam
wallets
too.
dry. The new technology, which only had the upside of potential.
Don't hurt me, fanboys!
Only ended up making things more expensive.
Look at all that shovelware though.
Difficult to connect and more of a hassle to use than the content contained on
Wow.
the cards was worth. The e-reader was quickly discontinued and faded quietly into obscurity. Why then did it
This
receive
isn't that
such a
bad,
different
like,
reaction in Japan?
an
Perhaps the
overview
fans
in
of
terms of
collecting
like
that
showing
kind of
stuff.
fans more so
But
than it
it's
is here.
just a really bad
Whatever
video.
the reason, the e-reader
Where I
is
have no
actually
eyebrows
considered
and
one
I'm
of
sitting like
Nintendo's
20 feet away for
successes
no
when it
reason.
came to add-ons, when compared to the Famicom disk system and the 64DD.
Japan
Even
really
if they couldn't
loves
expand
limited
their success
edition things.
overseas, the e-reader was
Are you
still
drinking?
produced in
I
Japan
am.
up until the
Excuse you?
discontinuation of the Game
I
Boy.
told you
When?
when I
Since
got
the
up
e-reader isn't
to get it.
actually a game,
Let me pour you some
subjecting it to a
out.
rating system wouldn't make very much sense.
I need a drink.
So instead, let it off.
A drink
Move
with
on
a
to our
J.
next review.
A
See you
drink.
then.
Yeah, and I weigh 70 pounds. Seriously.
Mochino.
Oh my god. I thanked the emulator site.
Take a big drink.
You that NES, why didn't you clean your NES? I got it at a yard sale. For like $5. Sake is sweet. At
Yeah.
least this stuff is.
Well, it's unfiltered.
So it's not very alcoholic.
No, it's 12.5%.
Oh.
It's quite alcoholic.
Yeah, alright.
It's just unfiltered, so it's sweeter.
Okay, we're gonna do
I guess I'll drink from the bottle then. You took
we're
my
gonna
cup.
do at least part of this one, but it's really cringe.
Hello, YouTubers. Today I'm going to
Sounds
be
good.
reviewing all these games and review a couple
I
of
hate
Game
it.
Boy accessories.
I didn't look so bad though. I don't know why I don't clip my bangs back more often.
You do have a left eye.
So much of my videos.
But no eyebrows. Look at those tiny little things.
This is
I like how I
Game
keep
Boy.
plugging Justin's channel and he
Coming
didn't
to
post
release in
anything
1998,
ever.
It was the world's smallest digital camera ever.
14 months, Mr.
It
H.
of course
Batesy.
took
Thanks
very
so
high
much.
quality pictures, but high enough quality to tell what everything in the picture was.
All these
It had
pictures
tons
of
stickers
Justin
and
when he
borders
was a
and even
child.
paper to decorate your photos with. Yeah, I'm chilling with Mini Bulbasaur. What of it?
Oh, I will fill in my eyebrows like this.
I hate it. I hate it. I add all this like sass into the script and I just deliver it with this monotone.
And just plain old weird shit. You could take a picture of yourself and use it like a me. It even shows up as a final boss in one of the games.
Are you racing
so
a
you might
mole?
Be wondering, huh, this screen looks like an RPG. Is this one of the mini games?
Shoot.
Nope, this is the photo menu. The magic options
It's a
are taking
camera.
different kinds of photos, using
Oh
filters,
no, it was
and
like
creating
welcome to my
in-game
power,
characters.
and I took that as like
Items
RPG,
option
like
is
shoot.
the timer and the camera. Check is
What
the
did I
quick
say?
album,
Did I
but
swear?
huh? What's this run option?
Sorry. Was it in the
Jesus,
video or is it in
tap-dancing
stream?
Christ. God, how creepy. How cruel. And what's worse, if something goes wrong and there's some kind of another creepy face
It's
shows
so
up.
high pitched.
Fuck, what a
Kill
mean prank,
me.
Nintendo. When this thing came out, these faces scared
Oh
the
yeah, I
crap
am
out of
swearing in this
millions of
video.
kids. Poor Jizz
I was so
scarred for
freaking
life.
edgy with my like chipmunk voice.
I was gonna say you were. Who was that YouTuber? Who is that
There are
YouTuber?
4
I guess
different
she's still
minigames.
making
A running
things.
game where your face
What?
can jump
The
hurdles,
one,
a
the
DJ
voice
game where you
actress.
can mix your own music,
Nanners?
Nanners.
I'm not sure how it works. A version of the ball game
That's what I
launch
got
game
right.
with your face on it. and a
Jesus,
shooter
tap
where you use the
dancing
final button.
Christ.
If you watch the credits and press
I think
play,
my
you can
voice
even
was that
watch Miyamoto
high-pitched
dance.
in my really early videos because I used to have
of
this
course, you can
headset
print
mic,
pictures
which
you
is
took
my
with the
only
Game
good
Boy printer.
microphone.
Hmm.
This little device
And so it
uses
had to be
thermal
right
paper
up
and
under my
prints your images
nose,
using
so I could
ink.
only
It
record
doesn't work
lines
that
while I
good
was
anymore. I
inhaling.
mean, it's over
So it was
10
like
years old by now. If you hold
always
down the
like
feed
my
button while
super
you flip
head
down, it
high-pitched
prints a little
voice.
picture of Mario. How cute.
Also,
Aside
it's
from
like
that,
you
the
can
printer
barely
can
see
be
what
used
it's
with a ton
doing.
of different games to serve various functions. Though I only have a few it's compatible with. With Pokemon Yellow, you could print your scores from the surfing minigame and print Pokedex entries, which GSC was capable of doing too. And Legend of Zelda Link's
I
Awakening
came here
DX
for
could
good
print
family
comics
Christian
capable of
friendly
doing all
4
kinds of
reviews.
things. Pokemon Pinball could print high scores, and the same
I
thing
did
with
not
Pokemon
expect any of this
cards.
devil language.
Well, these are fun little leftovers.
Please don't swear in my chat room, please. I don't want to make my mom mad.
They're not as impressive now, since the DSi has its own built-in camera and nobody gives a shit about printing anything anymore.
Why is he sitting there?
Why did he want to be in this video?
But anyway, they're fun to have around, if only for the historical value, and the novelty of being able to blow up your own head on a Game Boy screen and being
I
congratulated.
don't know why. This is so weird. He's just sitting there.
Well, thank you for watching my
Alright, enough of this.
I talk to other people in real life.
Look, it's me with a human. I'm not a shut-in, see? I have a boyfriend. Anyway, I think that's all this channel has to offer right now.
No, you're gonna show me the monsters.
We'll watch that later. I don't watch any more reviews. Oh, Jimmy, I'm sorry. The World End review and the World Ends With You review is no longer public on this channel. So I'm not logged in, so I can't.
The Weeaboo Shibuya Adventure?
Shibuya, yeah, Shibuya roll call. Alright, I think we're done on this channel. So that was a little cul-de-sac of a YouTube channel that happened. There were a bunch of reviews on there that don't exist anymore. Some, like, I ended up remaking the Powerpuff Girls one. I did a Yu-Gi-Oh one. I did a Sonic Heroes one. I did a bunch of them.
People want to see the benches one again. But that's kind of far down the list.
I'm not gonna watch Jimmy's videos. It doesn't mean anything if I react to Jimmy's videos, because I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, he was so talented for his age.
So cute.
So cute. Yeah, the Earthworm Jim one. That was really bad because also I didn't know what I was doing, like, super bad, so the footage was actual, like, size to the Game Boy screen, and I didn't know how to make it work, so everything was, like, really pixelated and it rendered, like, this big. Alright. I'm glad a lot of those things are not public anymore. Those are the ones that I'm embarrassed about enough to not have them public. Anyway. So back to this channel. Oh, jeez. Raymond Palma just subbed for, actually, the first time.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Raymond Palma. Welcome to the Scrub Squad. Please enjoy your sub badge and emotes. Everybody drop some love and hype in the chat for Raymond Palma. We're not gonna do any Spin Dash videos because I don't think anybody remembers them, and I don't really consider them part of my YouTube history necessarily.
Spin Dash videos?
Spin Dash.
Explain.
My spinners know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Like, you said that expecting a response, but it's just a chat.
I don't know, a video with Josh? Oh, the video with Josh is just Josh. We're not in it together.
So it's really just Josh put a video on your channel.
Yeah, but I made one for his channel.
Yeah. It showed up in the suggesteds on the side of one of the other ones.
Oh, yeah. I guess you could watch that one. I did work really hard on it, and I had to learn how to edit to match his style. And then from then on, I just edited every video exactly like that, because it was so much faster.
Well, that's a good one.
Let's see. Any requests?
What's your top 10 favorite Pokemon from 10 years ago?
It's not 10 years ago.
4 years ago.
4 years ago. I'm trying to remember. I think that list is still pretty accurate. I thought about redoing it once, and it was like, nah, I really don't have that much to add.
Your Pokemon
We're skipping
collection.
all the way to benches.
Pokemon collection?
Somebody wants to skip all the way to benches.
Everyone. Like, there's a bunch of people. But what about your Pokemon collection? Because that sounds pretty cringy.
I don't know. I remember that one was really, really hard to make.
Yeah, you had to put all your stuff out.
Yeah, it took like weeks.
What? How did you possibly manage that?
Oh, my intro existed. Psycho made this, by the way. I'm so far away again.
You're trapped is what you are.
I filmed this at like 3 a.m.
Why?
I don't remember. I think it was because it was so noisy where I lived. This was my crap hole apartment.
Oh, yeah.
So I could only do it like when everyone in the world was asleep.
Patience is key. Right now, Pokemon games are
Floor
super
channel.
excited because everyone is going back to
Floor
the
channel.
While this is great
The
for
floor.
people who share Pokemon with, it also
That
means
is a fireplace. I never used that thing, and it ruined all of my
What's
videos.
interesting about Pokemon games compared to other popular game series, though, is that just about everyone who liked it as a kid traded
have
in
3
their
mics.
copies at some point.
Yeah, I don't have
These
all
games
this
are
stuff
kind of
anymore.
expensive
Well, no, I
compared to
know.
Game Boy Color and Game
I
Boy
think I would have
Advance
noticed 3 mics
They're
sitting
also
around.
extremely common as they were all bestsellers. This is good because there's so
many copies floating around that you're bound to find one at a decent price eventually. Pokemon
At least you can hear me really well in this one.
Yeah. You figured out your sound.
At least not in this part, not in the beginning of the video.
No. Well, no, because you were trapped by all the Pokemon stuff.
I think I got rid of the Pikachu N64 too because it was broken, and I intended to replace it with one that wasn't broken, and I never did.
There are only 2 actually rare Pokemon.
I can't remember though.
Pokemon Card GB2, the Japan-only sequel to Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy, sells complete in box for about
Bam.
$8,900
The lighting in this video, I got a light for $12 that I thought would help me film. It was like a fluorescent bulb and a light that you could clip to a chair. And that's what I was using, and it got really hot, and it made the lighting really bad.
Sold only on PokemonCenter.com and at the Pokemon Center in New York and America. It costs $50 when it's brand new.
You wanna pour me some more?
Huh? You want more?
I don't think I finished my cup, but you can pour me some
There's
more.
still more in there.
No one wanted to pay that
I'll
much
Finish what
finish it.
you have.
and thus the NTSC version of the game became extremely rare. The Japanese and
Okay.
European versions of the game were sold in regular retail stores, but many online sellers are taking advantage of people's ignorance and marking their games up to match the cost of the American copies.
The prices were so low when I made this video too, compared to what they are now.
Scalpers.
Now they cost up to $100 or more.
I can't even get Monster Hunter World because it disappears so quick.
And of course,
The version that I have is an European copy, so it's not like the rare one.
version with the manual for $18.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love that.
Surprised you don't want to do this sober, would you? I almost like watching this. I'm a little bit sad that I didn't hang on to more of this stuff, but it's really hard when you live in apartments to like keep this much stuff. I still have a good amount of it.
Oh, the Pogs.
There are a
I
few
loved
Pokemon
those.
games in my
I don't think those are
collection
pogs, they're metal coins.
But yeah, they were metal, but you still spun them.
Also, everyone hates my nail polish because I had really chipped black nail polish in this video, and there's so many close-ups of my hands.
I know.
Why? I made every wrong decision I could possibly have made.
Should have done little Pokeballs.
I did not have the talent for that. I still don't have the talent for that.
The instructions are 2 pages long and they still don't really help. From what I gather, it plays similarly to the War card game, with gravity and a timer thrown in. I don't get it.
What? Interesting time to fade out. You should have added in like a Super Mario like pipe warp music sound.
They lost track of how many Pokemon toys were being sold at the time, making it difficult for collectors to catalog all the Pokemon items available. Some people pick a specific Pokemon or even a specific type to collect toys and merchandise of, but I usually snatch up anything Pokemon related I can find. I've been collecting since I was 6 years old, and many of the items were the originals I got
Throw
when I
it.
was a kid.
Throw it at
Also,
all of
lighting.
the other. Throw that Chansey at everything.
This apartment was so bad to film in.
I had that problem with it as a child, is I would line up all my Pokemon and I would throw a Pokeball at them, like I was bowling. Yeah. Yes. Fight for me. It keeps leaving your focus.
This is kind of a cute video. I'm glad I did this when I had all this crap.
Probably the rarest toy in my collection is this boxed Ash and Pikachu figure from 2006. It was released for Pokemon's 10th anniversary and was available only on Pokemon.
This is the one with the abs, by the way. If you lift
Yeah.
up his shirt, he's got like a six-pack. It's great.
The money I earned from pet sitting to buy it. There are only 1,500 made, and though there's no indication of which number mine is, I'm proud to own one. People
Really?
always ask me about all my Pokemon plushes, so here's a good look at the whole game.
I've been really sizing down my plush collection lately. Yes, I do still have that. I've held on to that Ash. It's very sentimental to me.
One of the rarest items in my whole collection is this Franco and Sons Mew Bath Bunny. There are a ton of these Bath Bunnies with a whole bunch of different characters, like Pikachu,
Oh my
Sonic,
goodness!
and so on.
Chulp.
Apparently,
No, I can't
Club
read.
P20.
Club P. Club P24.
No,
Chulp.
no more drink for you.
Just subbed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Club P24. Please enjoy your sub badge and emotes. Everybody, welcome. Everybody. Welcome our newest scrub.
Probably around $10. Not knowing it was rare, I cut off all this
I actually had a full set of those electronic plushes in the end. I got the Mew, I got the Togepi and the Pikachu, and I don't have, I think, anything but the Pikachu anymore.
Second-generation plushes, and almost all the Hasbro plushes from 2000 are rare. Mine is special to me because it was a gift from Justin on the day I met him.
Chulp, same.
Pokemon VHS tapes are common and pretty much worthless. Stop by any video stores going out
And the
of
Heart Gold
business
Soul
sale or
Silver
any
music
thrift
is so
store, and you'll
good.
find tons of them
Wait,
for
this is from,
$1 or less.
actually, this is
Even
not from Heart
Japanese
Gold Soul
VHS
Silver.
tapes
This
tend
is
to sell
from
for under
Pokemon Snap.
$20 online.
This is the Pokemon
DVDs
album
usually
music.
range from $7 to $10 and can be found basically anywhere DVDs are sold. Pokemon books are fun to collect because there's so many of them in varying quality and type. Guidebooks, activity books,
I love
sticker
that
books,
book.
you name it.
You went through them just the other day.
Yeah, it gets really tedious if you actually try and find them all.
This page is always made me laugh. What is Heracross doing to that poor Bulbasaur?
Apparently I've
Pokemon
never
was a
seen the
series of
anime.
books designed to teach kids how to read, and this book in particular was responsible for making me literate. The only rare Pokemon book I own is this volume of Electric Tail of Pikachu. For some odd reason, though most volumes are fairly cheap and easy to come by, this volume in particular runs for some pretty steep
Drinking was
prices
a
online.
mistake.
I heard that
I'm
this
having
one has
trouble
one
paying
page
attention
features a
now.
pregnant Jessie from Team Rocket, which is highly valuable to rocket shippers. Some communities of Pokemon collectors focus entirely on collecting Pokemon music CDs. I only own 2, but I've always been a big fan of the music in the series, both in English and Japanese, so maybe someday I'll expand this collection more. One of my favorite Pokemon music-related items, and one of my favorite Pokemon items period, is this Pikachu and Caterpie music box that came from
I
the
still have
Pokemon
this
Center in
thing. I've been
1999.
very careful to make
It was
sure
a
it
gift from
survived all my
Justin, and it means
moves.
a lot
You
to
have
me.
3,333 comments on this video.
Why?
Wow, yeah, I do.
Caterpie's antenna is still intact. The song it plays is Oyasumi Boku no Pikachu from the Japanese version of the anime.
Chaz also got me, I think, the other one, right?
Did I get you the other one?
I don't remember. We ended up with 2 of them somehow. And one of them is at your house.
That's right. I think I bought it as a surprise or something at a convention.
I don't remember. Well, somebody sent me one. And then maybe I bought one and I gave it to you.
That's right.
I don't
And then I
remember.
just
Oh my god, this part.
catch.
My bangs, though.
They're short. They're cute.
They're ugly.
Oh, they're cute.
I still have that shirt.
You do.
And that hat. Oh my god, this part. People gift that. Even back then.
I was gonna say, is that when people started asking for shots of your feet?
No.
Or that's just been since you've existed on the
Those
internet?
shorts kind of became a running joke, though.
What do you mean?
Like, I would occasionally show them in videos not wearing them. Whenever I would talk about pants. You just chugged the rest of the sake.
I did not chug the rest of it. There's not that much in it.
Okay.
But yes, it's out.
The Pokemon trading card game has always been a huge
This is from
part
the
of
Game Boy Color
franchise,
Pokemon
and as such,
trading
there are
card game.
thousands and thousands
It's the
of
best
cards to
song.
collect. While the majority
I
of
didn't
Pokemon
put it on my
cards are
stupid
valuable,
top 10
and I
Pokemon
still
music
really
songs
love
list.
these are.
And I was so
There are
mad.
some favorites I can show you.
I don't know why I didn't think of this.
Dum, dum, dum,
I love
dum.
this song.
And then this is where it would usually end because I made a deck that had nothing but like Articuno in it, and it would kill the opponent immediately.
I love that Team Rocket's Meowth card. It's so much fun. It's like you just keep flipping coins until somebody loses.
Pretty much.
Just spilled sake on my arm somehow. The Peekaboo card.
This is the one that mentioned Peekaboo.
Yep. I made sure to show people that it says Peekaboo.
Oh my god. Because I remember I called it Peekaboo for the longest time, and I could not remember where I got that from. You know? Oh, these are the Pokesnap cards. With notes.
It was Justin's.
Justin's brother had a lot of convenient jobs when Pokemon was new. He worked at a Burger King, so Justin had an entire box.
Hey,
of
Russian!
completed boxes
Oh,
of
good
Pokemon
night,
cards
Russian.
sitting in his kitchen for a while.
Oh.
He also worked at a movie theater when the first movie came out, so he had a ton of wrapped Ancient Mew cards.
I sent one of those to Josh.
We had like 4 of them.
I
My family.
was super dorky. The first time I did a collab with anybody was with Josh, and like I had always heard that you're supposed to send like thank you notes when you work with somebody or like when you do a job interview or whatever. So I sent Josh a thank you note and I gave him one of those cards and after I worked with him. I've never done that with anybody else since. Because apparently it's not that big a deal to collab with somebody, but it was like a big deal for me at the time.
A Pika pen. You can do it. Get it in there. You can do it.
Boop, 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 boop. This is super exciting. Stationery.
Erasers.
The best part of anyone's Pokemon collection.
Well, how old are you when this video came out? 18? No. 20?
2013? Yeah.
You were 20?
Because I had just moved to Portland, so I was in college by then.
I was gonna say, ready to go to elementary school. With
Jimmy,
your
I've sent you so much crap. You can't complain.
You even got a Japanese Waluigi from me. Oh, it's that.
Yeah, there's the thing. It's the New Yorker, not Times.
And now I'm back in my corner, surrounded by all of my shit.
This picture got, when I took the picture that's the thumbnail for this video, later, for the 20th anniversary, I tweeted it to Pokemon and they put it on their website.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's adorable.
I always wanted to be featured as like a super fan collector on a Pokemon thing, and then I got to be. Alright. That one wasn't so bad. We're getting out of like terrible, terrible cringe territory. Let's see. Somebody...
Oh no. The overrated Pokemon.
Oh, that one is so bad. I almost feel like we have to watch it. It's so bad. Where is it? There
It's
it is.
right there. It's 18 minutes. It's 17 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's only top. It's a top 10. How did like your top 10s are usually like between like 5 and like 10.
I was ahead of my time. This footage is found 40 years later, and this girl has never been seen again. The lighting is so bad. I have like laser eyes. Wait. Hold on though. The first top 10 I did was the fan creations video, which you can't see because I only can show 3 at a time on the screen. So then I did the top 10 fan creations, and I felt like I was selling out when I did that one because I legitimately did not care. But I was like, my channel's not going anywhere. I need to start making top 10 videos.
That one almost has 1 million.
It does. So after that I was like, hey, top 10 videos are actually kind of fun. They didn't have to. Well, the thing is, my account is so old that I was once a director's account, which lets you bypass the 10-minute restriction even back before Google bought YouTube. So I never had a 10-minute restriction on this account. At least not most of the time I had it.
That's what it means to celebrate your 11th and YouTube anniversary here.
Okay, do we watch the overrated one or do we move on? Because people seem to really just want to see more recent ones.
17 minutes long.
It's really long.
But
it's so stupid. Like, there's so much to cringe at in that video.
So if we do watch it, it's like, watch just like a few of them or something.
Watch a bit of it. Totally Angelica.
OMG.
You guys want to watch part of the overrated video? At least part of it. Okay. This was like when I really took off was this video. I think it was my first video since my ROM hacks to hit 1 million views.
Now it's at 3 million. Wow.
You used to put your old channel as a guru because you thought it was edgy. I didn't know what a guru meant, so I just kept the director label because there wasn't like a gaming tag back then.
The Pokemon timeline.
Yeah, it was like for beauty gurus. Okay, we're gonna do the overrated one.
Hey Pokemon fans, Tamashi here. It seems like lately
Ooh, number one.
the coolest, cutest, or just most popular
I
Pokemon.
seem less robotic at this point.
There are a few whose popularity just doesn't add up.
And I finally learned to fill in my eyebrows.
Or just compared to other Pokemon.
But what is this hat? I think it was because I didn't have like air conditioning that I could run while I was filming,
Before we begin, though,
and I was like too hot wearing the Pikachu hoodie.
It's just
Yeah.
Pokemon undeserving of their popular or even wildly unpopular status, given the reasons people like or dislike them. For example, a Pokemon that's perceived to be strong based on how it looks, and people like it for that reason, but in reality it
This
underperforms
video
in battle.
just doesn't make
Or
any
in the case
sense
of
at
number
all.
10, a Pokemon that is
Like,
vilified for a
half,
particular
like the
reason,
first
when there are plenty of other Pokemon
couple
well-deserved in
Pokemon that
their
are on
choices.
this list are
You probably guessed
underrated
it based on that description. Picking off the list at number 10
as
is the
opposed
most
to
hated Pokemon in
overrated.
recent history, Trubbish.
It's
Why people dislike
overratedly
Trubbish
hated.
is on the surface very easy
And
to
this was a
understand.
bad idea to
As so
begin
many
with. I
Pokemon
should have seen
species
this
are,
coming.
why would anyone
I'm
choose
going
to
around
Trubbish?
insulting everyone's favorite
But there's a
Pokemon,
bit
like
more
the
flavor
top
than
10
might
most
appear.
popular
Namely,
Pokemon that there are.
synthomorphic anthrohumanization.
I don't know. I
This
don't
means to
think
make
this
something
one
look
is
more like a human, so the audience will
popular.
project human
Also, this
emotions
part I
onto it.
still
The less
completely
human
from
something
Foldable
looks,
Human.
the harder it is for us to care about it.
I'm
And the
surprised I
easier it is
watched
for us
this
to
early.
modify it. Lately, there's been a bit of an outcry against Pokemon based on inanimate
You're
objects
you're
in general.
less than a
Not
Venonat.
just Trubbish, which is odd when you consider inanimate object-based designs have been around since the beginning, and there aren't really any creative rules about what Pokemon designs can or cannot be based around. That's where this concept comes into play. Inanimate object Pokemon bother people not because of their preconceived notions about what Pokemon should or shouldn't be, but because they had difficulty connecting to them and projecting human emotions onto them. Trubbish is far from the least human-looking or even grossest Pokemon design there is, though. The Generation 1 Pokemon, Grimer and Mach, are
Yeah,
literally
I
based off
did.
the
I
slug,
stole the
or decomposing feces,
anthropomorphic
which is absolutely
humanization.
the
Was that
grossest
it?
concept for a
That was
Pokemon
entirely
ever
from
exist.
the Foldable Humans
So why don't we
Transformers
see these
video,
older
which
Pokemon
I
in
have
some
now
way?
linked in the video
Well,
description.
they're protected by a layer of nostalgia.
Because I'm more
The way
savvy
everybody's
about
work
these
is that
kinds
we
of
cannot
things.
turn
It
over
wasn't
bad
such a big
things
deal
like
back then to
themselves
steal
good
people's
things.
stuff,
Because
because
of
it
this,
wasn't
we
like
have to
anyone
always
was
be a
making any
happier,
real
simpler time
money,
in our
you know what I mean?
memories. And this
And
builds a
there's like
sentimental attachment to things
no
that remind
rules
us
about
of
what
the
you
past.
had to do
While we tend to
or
remember
not
how
do.
awesome Charizard, Mewtwo, Blastoise, Gengar, and Scyther were, we don't remember so much
So,
how lame we thought Grimer,
I've
Voltorb,
gone
and
back and
Magnemite
I've
were.
like cited a bunch
Some
of my
people
sources
throw
for
up their
older
hands at the
videos
sight of
now,
Trubbish and
especially
say,
like really
"Wow,
popular ones
you
like this
freak
one.
must really be out of ideas." They
Because
simply
now
don't
obviously this
remember
video
that
has
the
made
designs
money,
before were objectively
so
the same thing. Because their brains
the
shouldn't
Foldable
bother
Human
thinking
deserves
about
credit
colors
for
labeled as
being
lame
smart
years
and
ago.
knowing what that word means.
Additionally, being from the
Not
same
like I
era as
did.
other awesome Pokemon we remember makes people more willing to defend something that reminds them of what their
God,
brain
Hash
considers
pulling the
good
decks
old
on
days.
coughing.
Even if the Pokemon designs objectively weren't really any better or different back then than they are now.
Jigglypuff
While
doesn't
it's
look
fun to dislike
human.
Trubbish,
Jigglypuff
it's not
is a
quite deserving
balloon.
of the flack it gets,
Well,
while other
but
Pokemon
Jigglypuff
designs
has its
get a
eyes
free
and
pass
mouth
just for being older.
and
Number
stuff
9,
in the right
Gardevoir.
place, and
Gardevoir
it's
has
not
been a
obviously
popular
based on
Pokemon for
trash.
many reasons, but
Hey, do we
some
have
ended
like
up as a
actual dinner?
Pokemon for the Pokophilia
No.
community. For the uninitiated,
No.
And we're
there exists a
drinking, and we
small
don't have
subgroup
food in
of
the
Pokemon
house.
No.
fans who don't just want to train
Okay,
and battle
we're gonna have to
Pokemon.
stay up and order a
They
pizza
want
then.
to date them too.
Maybe you should order
Say
it
what you
now.
want about these people, but it
That's
won't
a bad
change the
idea,
fact
we're
that they're
streaming.
out there. Almost any humanoid or even non-humanoid
So say we
Pokemon
just
can
do it,
qualify as
like-
what they call a
Also, look at me
uh,
kink shaming everybody.
Generation 3 Pokemon
I have no
Gardevoir.
problem kink shaming people for
Mentions of
this.
Gardevoir in this community
I'm
have been
kink shaming
portrayed as a very
people
feminine Pokemon,
using other people's
giving
fan
it
art,
breasts and feminine facial features.
and
However, let's take a look at Gardevoir as an actual Pokemon, shall we?
I'm saying,
Not only can
haha,
Gardevoir be either
this
male
chick
or
you think
female,
is hot
but
is
in
a
Japanese,
dude, what
it's
now?
decidedly
Which is kind of like
masculine, Sir
a
Knight.
terrible
Its
argument
design isn't meant
and
to resemble a
awful.
feminine form wearing a dress, but instead a masculine magical knight. Its chest is completely flat, but no
Past me was
protrusions
very
other than the red
problematic.
triangle that pierces its body. So sorry, Gardevoir lovers
I wouldn't even
everywhere,
say,
but
you
your
called it a
waifu is kind of
masculine
dude.
magic knight. I
Number
don't know
8,
if I could
Whitney's
call it that
Melty.
either.
There were always some gym leaders that we had trouble with as kids, but none seems to be more renowned for difficulty than Whitney and her Meltank. With a
I beat this with my Dunsparce I got from you.
This part was kind of fun because I got to like, I used save states and I just used metronome over and over, or I had her Clefairy use metronome over and over till I got like the craziest crap.
And even giving you the opportunity to trade a Drowsy for a Machop in Goldenrod department store to give you a type advantage. Additionally, Totodile learns Rage very early on in the game, which can be an effective way to take out Meltank if you let it build its Rage first while battling her Clefairy.
I'm glad you see now how bad that Gardevoir bit is.
With Metronome
Yeah.
in its arsenal, it could end up using Spore,
I was a
Confuse
stupid
Ray,
little-
Thunder Wave,
I
Sword
was
Spin,
Oh my
like-
god,
Sacred
Clefairy hit with a
Fire,
guillotine.
or even self-destruct and explosion. Now that is a pink Pokemon you don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
Number
it
7,
was-
Magikarp. Much like Trubbish, this Pokemon has more infamy.
This
than
bit on
actual
Meltank made you
but is it
mad.
really justified?
This whole video is like a troll. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, haha, you guys are stupid. You have bad taste. To literally the entire world.
You've been saying that to me forever.
Like, the dislike ratio on this video is 34,000 likes to 19,000 dislikes. It's pretty bad. For a while, it was way worse than that. I don't know who likes this video.
People who knew that you were just
which is only able to learn hidden power.
messing
And
with
it doesn't
people.
even get any evolution. Gyarados has been one of the biggest power
Also,
in the game since Red and
wait,
Blue,
what is this?
and has only become
This
a
bit is
bigger
about
contender in
Magic
Black
Herb?
and White
Yeah.
since Dream World
This is
was
another one of those like,
evolving at the
what?
very reasonably low level of 20. There are
why
many
is this on the
reasons
list
for
at all?
Magic
I
to
know
raise
more
the
people who
Magic
like
Herb.
Magic
Don't be
Herb
fooled by that frail
than
facade.
most.
This
But people
research
like it
has
because it's the
real
underdog.
potential.
Underdogs
6,
can't be
Missing
overrated.
Well, I like it
In
because
Red
it's
and Blue,
stupid.
Missing knows by far the easiest to come across Glitchmon in Pokemon.
Also, why?
And as a result,
Really?
it's the most well-known and loved.
This almost needs
As
an
our original
asterisk.
childhood
This whole
player,
list needs an
Missing Knows becomes
asterisk.
subject to
I,
many
so
rumors
far,
and
have hated the
gossip.
entire
There's
thing.
so much information available about Missing No online these
The only
days.
part that I
It's
agree
hard to
with is
believe
that
anyone
Trubbish
could
isn't that
know
bad,
who he
and that
is.
includes
That's
stolen
because the
material
internet
from
was
a
so
different
widely
YouTuber.
accessible. It made sense that it captured so many imaginations.
I really should
And it
just
was
take this
research
thing
most
down,
people
except it has
think
3
anyone
million
should ever
views.
come across in their favorite game after all. But these days, detailed technical information and analysis of Missing No
Not
is
even a
available.
Pokemon.
We know why it's there, why we encounter it when we
What
circle
am I
on Cinnabar's
doing?
post. We know why it duplicates
That's
our
the wrong
items,
question to
and
ask.
why
Is
it
what
learns
were
why
you
it does.
doing?
There's very little about it that's a
I was
mystery
like,
anymore.
hey,
Thinking
what's a
that we
top
don't
10
want
list
to
no
block
one's
else
done?
would block.
I don't know why I didn't think. There's probably a reason no one's done this.
Why hasn't anyone made a top 10 most overrated Pokemon?
Which turns all of your Pokemon into level 153 disobedient and exploding.
People
bullets.
literally gave me death threats over this video.
Number 5.
People were very
Mew
angry
has
about
long
this
had the
video.
reputation of being the
I'm
rarest
still
Pokemon in
I'm still waiting for a
existence. It's been
reply
given
about
the
that
Phantom and
physical
Mirage
wall
Pokemon
Charizard.
monikers,
That was
and it
pretty
has
good.
led to millions of rumors about how to go about killing this creature. It's amazing that this Pokemon was the one to jog so many kids' imaginations and cause them to come up with so many strange theories about how to catch it. And yet it's actually
I
the
put
easiest
Mew on
to
my
train
overrated
in any Pokemon game,
list.
thanks to a very
And then I
well-known
put it on
way.
my favorite list for
In
the
Red and
exact
Blue,
same
there were
reason
not
that it's
one,
on my
not two,
overrated
but
list.
3 trainers in Kanto that can cause Mew to appear
Just
with
because it's
belonging
overrated doesn't mean you don't like it.
Yeah, that's. I guess that's sort of what I was thinking was that these aren't necessarily my opinions of the Pokemon themselves, but they are because that's how I'm framing it. So I don't know.
Okay, so the Lost Arts, there was in the comments somewhere in these 30,000 comments, somebody said that Charizard isn't overrated because
I'm just not using it right because
Yeah.
it's meant to be a physical wall.
it's like, yeah, it's meant to be a physical wall. And that's not even something she needed to respond to because other people jumped on that immediately and like, a physical wall Charizard? What are you using for that, possibly? And he's like, no, I can't tell you because then everyone will be using it. And it's like, it was kind of painful, to be honest.
I mean, there's plenty of good rebuttals to this video. That was not one of them.
Oh, and then there was one where they were also trying to argue against your Charizard, and it's like, my Charizard is really good. It knows these moves, and it's like, wing attack,
Dragon
fly.
Rage.
Well, it was like 2 fire, like 2 flying type. And it was
Yeah.
just like, fly, wing attack, fire spin, and like fire blast.
Yeah.
And just like, and again, everyone commented like, that's not a good Charizard.
Also, I'm arguing base stats, which is totally why people like Pichu.
Yeah. I totally love to use my Pichu for its, what are the tiers in Smogon? Its OU status.
And it is featured on less and less merchandise as time goes on. When even the series itself is trying to make us forget this thing exists, it's a wonder it has any fans at all.
This is
Number
really,
3,
like my
most
eyes are
overrated.
rolling back in my head
Something
watching this video.
Top 10 underrated Charizard strategies.
It all started in
Oh my
January.
god.
One of the cutest Pokemon at the time that wasn't
I wouldn't mind that video.
making it accessible to both players of
That's an
evolved
April
ages.
Fool's
It had
video
3
if I ever saw one.
evolutions, which seems like a small sum now, but even at the time it was novel. As it gained
This
more
part made people
evolutions
angry.
as
Like
it
the
went on, its
second
skin
half of this
became
video,
stronger
just
and
like
stronger.
Well, the
And for some
Eons
reason,
are
people
always a
latched
soft
onto it.
spot, because it's like
But I personally
everyone's
never really
favorite,
understood why it
you
used to
know?
be so
Yeah.
popular.
Like,
Sure, it's
mine's
cheap, but at
Vaporeon,
this point,
my
there are
friend's
many,
is
many good
Glaceon.
Pokemon out there, like Skitty or Oshawott or
You hate
Dolphin or
all of them.
Victini, and the majority of
I
them are
don't know. I
particularly
guess I
exceptional
just don't
now.
like.
That's a good
Flareon,
spot for the
aside from
Joltik,
its
by the way.
obvious weakness to
I like
that
that.
was
That was good.
was given 130 base attack and nothing to do with it. It largely
Stealth
uses
rocks.
physical fire type moves.
Oh my god, Stealth Rocks.
Watch out for the sneaky pebbles.
Yee.
Not with other better physical fire attackers with better movesets to compete with.
I'm okay with the
It's also
evolutions.
quite
I didn't.
slow.
I
Going
like.
back to bulk
I thought I was so much better than everybody for not liking evolutions because they were gimmicky.
We were dating by this point, weren't we?
No, I was in Portland by this point, but we were not dating.
No?
This is in 2013, I didn't know you yet.
Oh, yeah, wouldn't have been till next winter, I guess. Or the coming winter for that.
It's time to stop, this is not okay, it's time to stop.
Very few of them can be considered the best at what they do. But they just keep adding more and more without fixing any of these issues.
Of course not.
People would have gotten sick of being force-fed the same gimmick for 15 years. But
And they
more
fixed
evolutions
Flareon,
that are
says
added, the crazier
videos
people
are
get about
relevant.
these boring fuzzballs. They're all
Fixed.
basically the same
Yeah,
Pokemon
I mean, it
copy
has a
pasted over
physical
and over.
fire type move
They have
now.
the same
Well, he's
base stats.
better,
They all
but
have basically the same look. just
It had
with
like
different
no
moves and
moves for 3
elemental features.
generations.
it's still kind of hard to use because it's slow. Like, it has good
I mean, it's
physical.
not a good Pokemon, but it at least has moves now.
Before you add another game freak. Jeez. Number 2, most starters. At the beginning of
You should,
every
like,
game, you're given
Just
a
put a
Pokemon.
stamp on that, just
And
like,
that Pokemon is
fixed.
usually with
If
you the
annotations
longest
are
out of
still a
any
thing.
of the
Not
Pokemon
that
you
anyone
have.
reads those.
So it's only natural people
What is
get
this,
bored
number
of
4?
that.
This is
Every
all the
starter.
starters.
Ultimately, this attachment has added side effect of
Just
undeserved
shitting
praise.
all over
Some
your
Pokemon
childhood.
Pokemon to end up being the
Oh,
most
excuse
powerful
me.
Pokemon in most people's parties.
I
They
didn't
have a
say
very
that.
fast experience
This
growth
is a
rate,
Christian.
and as a
It's the
result,
good
they're
Christian
easily
stream.
over-leveled when compared to most party
I
members
mean,
and enemy trained
I've used
Pokemon.
Flareon,
But let's
but
be honest
I felt
here.
bad
Just
for it
because
because
your
the
type version can
item I
easily
gave
find
my
your
Flareon
best
was a
level
Toxic
Pokemon
Orb,
fit, that doesn't mean
so
it's
that I
actually
could use the
a
hidden
really strong
ability,
Pokemon.
because its
On the
Guts was its
contrary,
hidden
the
ability.
Yeah.
vast majority of off-target
And so I would
Pokemon out
use
there
Dig
are outclassed when it comes to
or
battle.
Flame Charge, depending
Much
on
like the
what it
evolutions,
was.
the
I would
bigger
use
Pokemon
Dig
most
so that it
starters
wouldn't
in
get
battle.
hit.
It's
It
just
would
that
get
their starting
toxic, and the
Pokemon
Dig would
feel
hit
they're
for
well better
1.5
than
times
they all tend
damage.
to have mediocre stats and move pools that make it hard for them to even compete. There are a few exceptions to this rule, like the overpowered Blaziken. and
Also,
other strong
people had
Pokemon like Venusaur and Infernape.
problems with
But for
the
the most part,
specific
the rest of them are
examples
just
I used.
decent at best,
Basically,
and
I was
useless
like,
at worst.
they're an
Sometimes I
NU.
wonder
They're
if
bad.
these Pokemon weren't forced on us from the start of the game, as some of them would even get a second glance. I have to admit, if I came across
My
a
favorite
Pokemon
Catholic
I probably
YouTuber.
wouldn't consider
My
it. Don't get me wrong,
favorite
it's not a
highest
Catholic.
floor-sitting
Just don't be
YouTuber.
fooled into thinking they're super powerful just because they can sweep most NPCs in the game. If they're designed so little kids can beat them with no trouble, then they're probably
Babbit?
not a good measure of strength.
Oh,
And
was
the
one of my
number
Pokemon named
most
Babbit in
overrated
this video too?
Pokemon is Charizard. Yes, Charizard gets its own category outside of
Yep.
Most starters is number 2, and then Charizard gets its own special spot at number 1.
I knew what I was doing. I must have just wanted people to hate me.
Oh my god.
And I love Charizard, so I'm a giant hypocrite.
From it being the Pokemon on the cover of Red and Fire Red version. I'll admit, as a
I hated
kid, I thought
Charizard.
I had to choose Charizard
I
as a
just
starter
wanted
at
people to
first,
know
because that was the Pokemon
that
on the cover.
their
Chaz
favorite
confessions.
Pokemon was
All
bad
other kids chose it,
competitively
and
so that I could
subsequently
feel
became
smart.
attached to it for similar
Like,
reasons.
just
And right
That's
now,
not the
actually,
reason it's popular.
I think
It's good
Charizard's
now.
like in its top, in like the top 5 most used on VGC Battle Spot, like right now.
Well, because of Charizard Y, isn't it?
I actually don't know. I haven't kept up with
It was
VGC at all
simple
this
enough,
year.
due to the limited graphical capabilities of the Game Boy, that it was essentially a blank slate.
Yeah,
for us
this
to
is the
project
part that
variable
gave me death
qualities
threats.
onto.
Yeah.
It was enough information to get started.
Which is funny, because I always hated
Fire red
Charizard.
graphic. Sharp teeth,
Also, I
claws,
think this
wings,
part has
a
more
long,
stuff ripped from
powerful tail
Foldable
with
Human.
flames coming out of it, but everything
I
else
don't
was
know.
left up to our imaginations. We thought of Charizard as a badass because we could
And like my argument is like,
hold on to it.
haha, it's short and it's bad at fighting.
This cool creature was ours to control, and it was everything we
Well,
thought was
I think part of the reason I didn't like it was because of the anime. Like,
it was mean.
It was mean, and I just never listened to Ash.
It was never actually that rare a card.
I was such a
Really
troll.
aside
Why
from
didn't anyone
clear
like
releases
me?
and misprints,
And like I
there
totally
were
went
no
back
base
on
set
this
cards.
later.
Not even
Like I
first
just
edition
started
or
becoming like
shadow
this
cards. There were so
super
few
like
cards in
nice
base set, and
sentimental.
so many kids buying
You
Like
were-
this is like
no.
the anti-sentiment
Don't
video.
don't stop there. Don't start there. You were always sentimental. We just watched a bunch of videos where you went over how you've had this game for X number
That's
of
true.
years from 6 years ago. The sentimentality was always there.
I'm just also an asshole.
You just always also had a level of cynicism that goes with it. So it's like, man, I love Charizard.
I am like an oxymoron.
To say Tamashii is an oxymoron.
That isn't even actually rare or useful. That is the power of Charizard.
But also don't spend a lot of money on a Charizard card, please.
Yeah, don't do that. I managed to get 4 of them out of packs when I was little.
Good for you.
Well, then my mom laminated it so that it would.
So she ruined it.
No, she didn't ruin it because you could have gotten it out.
Okay.
But I cried because it was laminated, and that meant I couldn't. I don't know what. It was just.
But if Charizard isn't as big as
I
we
couldn't
thought it was,
do anything with it anymore.
Power fantasy as well. Not only does its small stature mitigate the effect of its
No, my mom had
design,
like one of those good
but it also
laminators,
proves to
and it was
deliver
like
into real power
it had
when
2
used in
sheets of paper
battle.
like this, and you would put whatever you wanted
Especially
laminated
recently
in
with
it,
the introduction
and it
of
would
Stealth Rock,
heat it and
Charizard is
seal the
completely useless
plastic around
because
it,
being a fire flying type, it has a
so it
times
wouldn't
4
hurt
weakness to rock
the
attacks, and
whatever you were
weaknesses to some of the
laminating.
most common attacking
I've
types.
always been
If you
lazy.
ever
I
want to use
still use
Charizard in an
screenshots of
actual
Bulbapedia in my
competitive
videos.
match, you're out of luck, because by the time you even get it out onto the field, we'll already have sustained serious damage, possibly even enough to immediately knock it out. Its base
them
stats
sneaky
are nothing
pebbles.
particularly
That is like one of my
exceptional to
favorite
begin
gifts,
with
though.
either. Or even its fire
Your
types.
Charizard coming out and die.
Immediately.
Fire types, its defenses are mediocre at best, making it a bit flimsy and unable to take a punch. Even without the Stealth Rock weakness, it's outclassed by many other fire types. Volcarona also has a times 4 weakness to Stealth Rock, and it still manages to be incredibly useful. What's your
The
excuse
gif of
for
the
it?
Charizard
Stop sucking
being
so
sent
hard.
out in Battle
It's not like
Revolution
this
And
was
and
dying.
dying immediately to Stealth
When
Rocks.
it comes down to it, Charizard just can't live up to the powerful
The
persona
most
it's known
useful
for with
Charizard.
kids. It's not a big, badass dragon, but instead a mid-sized flying lizard that falls over and defeats at the mere
I
sight
said
of stealth.
badass,
Our
wow.
imaginations were what
I
gave
was being
Charizard its
super
power.
edgy in this video.
And now that we're realizing that, it's clear that Charizard is by far the most overrated Pokemon.
You don't
in
understand,
history.
Vidit. This is actually like it's a top 10 review that's 17 minutes long, and it's actually 8 minutes of us just bashing Charizard.
Alright, enough of you. Okay, that was a really cringy video. I am so embarrassed for past me. I just wanted, I don't know, I was like, I'm gonna be contentious and just make everybody mad because my opinions are better than everyone else's. I don't know. That was so bad.
A lot of people disagree with you. There's the benches.
Where are we? Oh, wow.
We've made it.
Okay, when did I start uploading regularly? I think it was like, it must have been,
About right there.
no, yeah, kind of. It looks like. I think I started uploading regularly kind of here. And then I did it like every other week for a while. And then by the time X and Y came out, I was doing it like every week, which is why the benches video exists. Because I was working on the 3 ways to get a shiny Pokemon video. And that was taking forever because I wasn't getting a shiny. So I had like a day to put a video together for this week. The week in between this top 10 and this. Please do Rash Missing Love. Okay. We'll do that one. We're getting there, we're getting there.
First one's benches.
But benches is very important to people, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm rather proud of this
Hey,
one.
Pokemon fans,
I don't
Alicia
know.
here.
You
I
threw it
just
together
wanted to
real
give a
quick.
ton of new
I really did.
Some like to
Don't
play
you
their
know who
Pokemon
I am?
easy, some like to toughen up their Pokemon in super training, and some like customizing their characters. But what's my favorite feature? Benches! For the first time ever in a Pokemon game, you can sit your character on benches. There are some that don't do anything, but certain benches in the
This
game
music
will
is
trigger
from
cinematic camera
Ford
angles.
Truck Mania
So
for the
let's count
PlayStation
down
1.
the top 10 benches
I
in
recorded the
Pokemon
loop
X and
myself.
Y. Number 10, Santaloon City. These are the first benches you see in the game. So for many, this was the first demonstration of what the game was graphically capable of. It does not disappoint. Number 9, Amberette Town.
I don't know where this.
Adam
I
Never
think this was
decided this was a
Marilyn's
good idea.
joke.
Let's put a bench right on the edge of a cliff with no guardrail. Plus 10 points for serious
And then
Pokeballs
Vidit
and no regard for
suggested it.
safety. Number 8, Route 7. Ever get sick of breeding? I know I am. Take a break and watch the little boat go up and down in the water. Just relax. Number 7, Comarine City. This bench isn't really cinematic, but the view is still really cool. You can see the tracks for the tram. You can see the harbor below.
Scroll
It's all
up.
pretty neat. Number 6.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Vidit talked about it.
This might look like an ordinary
Did I move
swing
the?
set,
It looks
but
like it's sitting in the.
actually
No,
it's a
Vidit
disguise.
mentions
Notice how the chains
something
don't
about the
sway when you sit
backstory.
down.
Oh yeah.
How they don't even blow in the wind. This is clearly a cleverly hidden bench made to look like a swing set. Well done, Game Freak. Number 5, Laver City. Okay, this isn't a bench.
I
but
didn't
you can
even put
actually
the
sit
one
on
in
a toilet in a Pokemon game.
the throne
A
in
fancy
the Elite
toilet at
Four
that.
room.
My life has come
Shake
full
my head.
circle. Number 4, Callaway
I was
City.
really enamored with this
There are a
toilet.
couple of neat
Honestly and
benches in
truly.
the city. First has Sycamore's note carved on it.
and the second has a great view of the waterfall. And you can even spy on the girl behind you. Look at her go. Number 3, Snowbell City. So I have a story to tell you. When I
And
was
this is
a
me
kid
making
growing
fun
up
of
in Southern
myself.
California, there was a freak
Oh my god,
snowstorm,
that's right.
and I got lost in the cold. I
Some people
was a
thought I was
goner,
being
but
serious.
this heroic bench found me and saved
Because
me.
I'd never been
The
funny
bench in
before.
the city reminds me of that bench, and for that reason, this takes the number 3 slot. Number 2. Wait, is this even the right game? What is this? I don't even. Number 1, Silly Osh City Gym. This one's easy.
That
You
delivery.
sound like
There's no
Siri.
reason to go back to this part of the gym, but if you do, you're rewarded with a pretty view. Nice touch if you ask me. So there you have it, top 10 benches in X and Y. Thanks for watching.
To be
and don't
fair, I
forget
mean,
to
there were
click
some
here
like
to
kind of
subscribe for
hidden
more
like
Pokemon
scenic
videos.
views in this
See
game.
ya!
Yes, that was Skate 3. I got Skate 3 specifically to like make stupid stuff like that happen, and then it like turns out I'm not good enough at playing to make the glitches happen. Anyway, I like this video. I think I like this video more now that I know like that I've made like other jokes and videos since then. Cause like back then I didn't do anything funny ever.
No.
So this is like, I think this is a good video. This is a good video. I'll add it to my favorites playlist later. Okay, what next? I think actually this whole like month of videos was pretty good because I got like 3 million views here, 1 million views here, 1.5 million views here, 500,000 views here, million views like the next month. It's like when I was on top of the world, man.
And you weren't taking care of yourself at all.
I wasn't. That's how I managed it. Yeah. Alright, alright. So what next? What next? It's another one people wanted to see. I don't think I'm at Totally Angelica yet. We'll get there. The XMY rap is good. I also, like, that was one of the things where it's like I really needed something to upload. So I was like, Youngtown, hey, you're good at the raps. Can I have a rap? He's like, okay. He really didn't need to do that. Like, I don't think he benefited at all from this video. And I got to, like, upload it and take all the credit for it. And it's like, what?
Didn't he make a funny collab video? Like how to collab with fellow YouTubers.
Okay, hold on. Pokemon versus Digimon. That's actually an old one that I re-uploaded because I used to. Back before I made money off of YouTube, I would put anime videos on Blip when Blip was the thing so that I could make like 5 cents. So I made a top 10 favorite episodes video, which has been removed by the Pokemon Company, so it's not up anywhere and I can't re-upload it. And then the other one was Pokemon vs. Digimon, which got claimed by the people who made Digimon, so they're not taking it down, but I can't make money off of it. So at least that one gets to exist. So this is one of those old ones. I feel like this is kind of like I don't even want to go back to this period of time because we're finally into like watchable video territory. Let's see. Do you guys want to do the Digimon one? Okay.
Hey guys, Tamashi
I hope
here.
you can hear
Today
this
I'm gonna
one.
be taking a look at something
Oh, this
very
was in my
specific
Nevada
rivalry
apartment.
between Pokemon and Digimon.
That lighting though.
So the two franchises
Your
are
voice
pretty
got higher
similar.
pitched
They're
again.
also pretty different. So not here to say which one is better than the other.
Also, my
Not
eye
similar
makeup's
enough
bad
to
in this
justify
one.
that kind of a comparison.
Not as bad as that
Instead,
one
I'm gonna
time.
be taking a
Yeah.
look at each franchise's strengths and weaknesses to try to determine what made one more popular than the other, at least in North America.
I still have
It's
that
been
bunny
nearly a
plush.
decade
It's over
since
there.
Digimon was
Yeah.
on the air, though. So for the uninitiated, Digimon was an anime that debuted in 1999
Butterfly.
on Fox Kids, and has long been regarded as Pokemon's dominant rival. It was at least as good a show as Pokemon.
That was a
I remember
gift.
watching it with my
The sack
classmates
boy.
and
I don't think I
liking
have that
it.
anymore.
I had the toys and the trading cards. After a while, though, people just stopped talking about it. It sort of died off in popularity, mostly due to Pokemon also facing its own backlash, and then no one ever talked about it again. However, as Pokemon has bounced back as a franchise,
Debuted. Yes, I
thrive.
pronounced it
Though
debuted.
maybe not at the level
Please
of cultural relevance as it once did,
kill me.
Digimon did not.
Please
This,
execute
of
me.
course, is debatable.
What was
If we
this?
go by how much money
Oh,
each
this is an
franchise
advertisement for
made,
Black and White
Pokemon
2.
would probably
Oh, I see.
be the winner of this popularity contest. Digimon has always sort of carried the title of Pokemon wannabe, even though they debuted not too long apart in America, and aside from having monsters, had very few similarities as far
Again,
as the
with the
actual concepts of
debuted.
shows and various games.
Debuted.
Pokemon,
You can tell that I never talked to an actual human, and I only read things on the internet.
Digimon, on the other hand, started in Japan in 1997 as a Tamagotchi-like digital pet game. The Digimon could battle each other, but aside from
I
that
don't think this
aspect,
video
there
is
wasn't
that
very
bad.
much to compare about the
It's
Pokemon
watchable.
Game Boy games and
When did the Pokemon
Digimon
debudded?
If anything,
In 1996.
a more plausible argument would be that Digimon ripped off Tamagotchi, but that's another story.
I love this
By the time
music.
the shows came out here, though, Digimon was marketed as being just like Pokemon.
They had this song on Taiko Master when we were in Japan,
That's right.
and I lost my mind. I was sweating by the time we were done playing it.
And in the theme song, they made references to digital champions. In spite of this never amounting to anything.
Damn, dude, you kept smacking your lips. It's because my mic was like in my mouth practically. I still have that problem though. I think it's just like there are tricks that actual voice actors use to like cut down on that, and I'm just too lazy.
Any more important in the Japanese version than the other kids. In order to create one
The lack of
solid,
bass in your
recognizable
audio is so
identity with Ash
nostalgic.
Ketchum, Digimon definitely tried to ride on the established success of Pokemon here in America, coming out just a year after Pokemon and being thrown headfirst into Pokemania. But when you get into the meat of the shows, they really have very little to
I
do
was
with
just
one
too
another.
poor to afford
Digimon had an actual plot with
afford
a
good
resolution,
equipment.
while Pokemon was
So
more
I
about
was making no
overcoming small
money, and I was
obstacles while
working
achieving the very big title of Pokemon
like
Master.
not very
In
many
Digimon,
hours
monsters could actually
because I
say
was a
things
student.
besides their own names. In Digi-Evolution,
and I was
it's
supporting
permanent.
two
You just
people
have to
on
get
no
the rights
money.
for long enough to allow it. Sort of like a Sentai series. They turned into the fighting Digimon, and when the battle was over, they went back to being the weaker, undigivolved stages. The Digiworld was an entirely separate, established dimension from her own, pulling the human characters from reality into its realm to solve their conflicts. Pokemon is never clear about where the Pokemon world really
Look how they're all
is in
falling
relation
in
to
the
world
same
we live
exact
in.
motion.
If it's some
I
sort
don't
of
hear the lip
alternate
smacking so
dimension,
much.
it's
Maybe
never
it's only in
explained,
the
but it's not
side
really
that Chaz can
necessary
hear.
information to enjoy
I
the
haven't
show
really been
either.
noticing it.
The thing to note, though, is that in Pokemon,
I feel like you've made an Evangelion versus Digimon vid too. No, I have not. I don't know how you can compare Evangelion and Digimon. Like, what do they even have in common?
Digimon's Ash Ketchum, and maybe Matt
Digimon
was
also
Gary
looks so
Oak.
nice.
But there was TK, Joe,
Like, it's a
Izzy,
really
Sora,
pretty
Mimi, and
show.
eventually Kari, too. That was, in my opinion, Digimon's best feature.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like the
that
way
would
the
be
characters
sad
flipped off each other, and
if
fact
the
that they
stream
had
gets
some
muted
variety.
because of anime footage.
Rather than introducing
Because
a
this is
random
like one of the
Pokemon
streams
trainer
that I
at the
think
end
is
of
worth
every
like
episode
highlighting.
Pokemon did, all they had to do was follow a different character around to keep it interesting. Speaking of things Digimon did well, the fact that it took itself a little more seriously definitely helped. Rather than the lather, rinse, repeat formula Pokemon fell into as the show went on, Digimon followed a concise narrative the entire way through. And though there were filler episodes, they didn't make up the bulk of the show. After the first season, rather than keeping the show cyclical and tired as Pokemon did, they retired the first cast of kids and brought in a new one. But the way Digimon was
I am
formatted
using
didn't
like
allow for the
a
story
lot of
to
audio
continue.
though,
They
so who
managed to
knows.
carry on by making each season its unique series. This is something I wish Pokemon did. Rather
It
than
looks so
relying on Ash to be
plasticky.
their believer
Kind
Ash
of. I mean, but
Ketchum
it's like you can get away with that because it's a show
that sort of
about
thing is really common with
fake
a lot of
world.
Sentai series in Japan. And the fact that Power Rangers continues to make the formula work after 20 years of airing proves that it can be profitable too. So why then, if Digimon did a lot of things better than
Pokemon
did it
Puzzle
fail and
music.
fade away like it did
Pokemon
in the
Puzzle
US?
League music.
Well, I think the fact that it was on Fox Kids definitely didn't help any. Pokemon was on the WB, in a lineup that consisted
You
of
can hear my
Batman,
AC.
Maniacs, Men in Black, Freakazoid, and much more.
Sorry,
Fox Kids had
it's hot,
The Magician,
which is weird because it's
Beast
October.
Machines, Spy Dogs. Remember any of those shows? Probably
People
not.
took
What's
issue
up?
with this.
Remember, this is before the
Like,
internet became
I
a
know
part of
that
day-to-day.
Power Rangers
It's
was
not
on
like
Fox
kids could
Kids.
just watch Digimon
But you guys only
online
remember when it
online.
had good
I
shows.
know, I didn't
At
watch
this
shows
point,
as
they
a
only
kid.
had bad
My parents
shows.
didn't really either.
Only.
I just watched what was on.
I
And
swear to
surely
you.
gonna sit
I
through an
remember
hour
Beast
of crap for
Machines.
one good show and an awful afternoon block.
I had to
maybe 2
wake up
episodes of
really
Digimon
early
its
because they
first
kept
run.
moving it
And one
earlier
of
and
them was
earlier.
because my dad recorded
People
the
also
Just-
said that Beast Machines was good.
Digimon was doomed
I remember
from the
seeing a
start,
few
no matter
random
how good it was,
episodes, and then
simply
I
because
woke
it was
up
on
early
such an
enough to
awful
catch it,
channel.
and it was the last
Probably another
episode.
reason the show
Hysteria
didn't
was
do as well is
WB,
because
not
it
Fox
really didn't
Kids.
have a popular game as part of its franchise.
Spy Dogs.
Don't get
Anybody
me
else
wrong,
remember that
I'm
show?
Sure the Digimon games
I was
for
like the
PlayStation
only
were
Fox
good.
Kids show I
They were
actually
a lot
watched.
more complicated than Pokemon, and they weren't portable. They weren't exactly for most casual kid gamers.
I don't know if that's
This
true.
probably
I don't
didn't
know if
help
they're
the
more
franchise compete
complicated.
with Pokemon, an already established and well-loved show and game series.
That's a lot of
Handhelds
damage for one
represent
shot.
accessibility and practicality. They are the perfect platform to introduce new generations of kids to video games. A console, on the other hand, is more of an investment of time and money.
City and
Not
Nightmares
every
resub for
new
2
gamers
months.
as
Thanks so
well.
much, City and Nightmares.
Pokemon really did convert
Sorry
many
the
non-gamers
the
into
alerts
gamers, simply for this
formatted
reason.
wrong. I just realized
Lastly,
that.
though, I think the true reason for Pokemon's success over Digimon was the way it was marketed.
I
Pokemon
really
tried
like
everything
using
together.
footage of
Toys,
Pokemon
the games,
commercials.
the show, all with the theme of
I
becoming
suppose
a
it's
Pokemon
relevant
master.
at this point,
You had
but
to catch them all to be the best. We all live in a Pokemon world, and you can be a Pokemon master. Just bug your parents to buy you all the Pokemon stuff you can find. If you watched the show and played the game, you could pick up tips for how to play better. If you had the toys and the
who is
trading
this
cards,
child with
you
the
could
Game
play
Boy?
pretend with
Where
your
is he
friends in
now?
battle and
What
trade
is
a
his
whole
life?
new way. It
That's a
created
good
universe
question.
kids
One
could
of
live in
Drake
and
Bell was
explore
in one of the
together in
Pokemon
both
commercials.
games and
Oh, yeah?
reality.
Yeah.
And nothing seemed particularly gender-based aside from the name of the construct.
All those
being for a
Pokemon are
woman.
in the trash, where they
Granted,
belong.
They would throw a lot of Jigglypuff on things that were supposed to be for girls, but at least there were plenty of things
Okay, that
girls
pause,
could enjoy
though.
about Pokemon too.
Just for no
Digimon,
reason.
well, their entities were kept pretty separate. I never played the game, so I don't know if it's anything like the show, but at first glance they seem pretty different. You don't see the Digidestined from the show at all. The mechanics in the gameplay aren't something you can improve on by watching the show more. The toys, well, they were marketed as action figures would be at the time, but that made them seem like they were exclusively for boys. This is pretty strange to me, because there are twice as many female protagonists in Digimon as there were in Pokemon, and yet the marketing remained focused only on boys. I think that may have been alienating to some kids. It also seemed
I
odd to
loved
me
the
that all they
toys.
ever sold were toys of the
Me
monsters.
too, but I would always lose
not
the
the
pieces.
kids.
We had like
It
the
seemed like
Greymon and the
Digidestined were
Palmon,
the real focus of the show,
and we
not
lost all the
Digimon.
pieces for both.
The monsters
We
themselves
had the
were more
Greymon.
collectible in the show. They all had unique personalities and roles within the Digimon
And
world.
Patamon, I
Some
believe.
were heroes and some were villains. It's not exactly like collecting them all as a theme in Digimon, and that probably hurt its merchandise sales. Ultimately, that is the biggest defining difference between the two franchises. Pokemon is supposed to consume your life. You can live in the Pokemon world every day because in the Pokemon universe, people in Pokemon
I like the
still
music
exist.
choices for this video.
In the Digimon universe,
They're like all
people
from
in
Digimon.
live separately, so it's not as easy to get sucked into its universe. You, ordinary kid, can become a Pokemon master, but only the chosen ones can
This
be the
isn't a bad
Digidestined,
video.
and I don't see you getting sucked
I think it
into
makes
Digivice.
solid points.
While Digimon maybe had a better way of continuing on its story and building its characters and a more involved plot, the marketing, the universe, and the unfortunate fate of ending up on Fox Kids held it back from rising to the potential of Pokemon.
Though there are a lot of things I wish Pokemon did more similarly to Digimon, in the end I think the better marketing won. Which show did you like better? Leave me a comment and let me know. Thanks for watching and stick around for
It's a
more
very
Pokemon
capitalist
videos.
point of view, though.
See ya!
Yeah.
Pokemon won 'cause money. Anyway, what's next?
When the Pokemon won't get in your pants.
Hey, look! Featuring Jimmy Wetzel.
Shall we watch a Jimbles?
It a Jimmy.
You get that going, and I'll make an order.
Have you been picking your toenails?
Are you really gonna say that live on camera? Then yes, I have been.
Alright, let's watch a Jimmy. Don't do it over the phone, okay?
I'm gonna do it online.
Alright, do it in the bedroom.
Just do it from here.
I mean, I guess you could do it over there.
I want to still watch the funny things.
Okay, I'm gonna put on the Jimmy one.
Hey Pokemon fans, Tamashi here. One of my favorite things about the
I like
Pokemon
this video,
franchise
but I think I did the search engine optimization wrong for it, so it never did as well as it should have.
all across the board, from the games to the anime to the manga, even to the spin-off games. There are baddies big and small, silly and serious, and today I'm going to celebrate my favorites by counting down my top 10 favorite Pokemon villains. Let's get started.
I started doing kind of a lot of collabs at some point, so I don't really know how many I've done.
Are hands down my favorite characters in the anime. They're not exactly good enough at what they do to be considered villains, so unfortunately I wouldn't feel right putting them on this list. Instead, I think their rivals Team Rocket, Botch and Cassidy,
Oh, is
are
the
just
audio
competent
desyncing?
enough at what they do to be considered actual baddies. While most of Jesse and James' schemes
End the
up
stream
being
again,
battles
says
that
Jazz.
go blasting off,
Should I
Botch and
fix the audio?
Cassidy are often successful enough to be apprehended by the police, and as such are more of a threat. In fact, they're even
I'll fix it
recognized
after
by
this
Giovanni
video.
as one of the highest-ranked teams in the entire organization, and Dr. Namba even entrusts them with the capture of a legendary Pokemon. However, their competence is really
I
only
thought I
because
was
of
so
the
clever.
Jesse and James.
I never
On their
used
own,
the correct
they're
name
still often
once.
outsmarted by Ash, which is pretty embarrassing, and also why I'm putting them so low on the list. Still, Still, as a kid, whenever we played Pokemon, my friends and I would always pretend to go up against Buster
Okay,
and
I'll
Cassidy
fix the audio
in
after this
Destiny
video.
games. So for how little they were on the show, they made a big impact. Number 9, Lawrence III. The movie 2000 has always been a favorite of mine. Possibly because I'm a closet Pokeshipper, but also because it's just a really epic story. Legendary Pokemon duking it out over control of 3 islands, all with the chance of destroying the entire world in the process. And what better to set this all in motion but one douchey guy's massive fanboyism and greed. Lawrence III is such a huge Pokemon nerd that he basically
Yeah, I
has
guess we'll
every
go the full
actual
hour. We haven't
Pokemon
gotten to all the
box
ones people have been
collection.
asking for yet.
That I assume only he ever views because he lives in a flying museum all by himself. Maybe he posts about his finds on LiveJournal. I don't know. In a way, though his obsessive collecting hinges on silly, really it kind of
LiveJournal.
side to all Pokemon fandom. At what point does catching them all become catching too many? In the end, though his collection is destroyed, he vows to begin again. And as a collector myself, that's almost kind of inspiring, if not a little creepy. Number 8, Mirror B. That style, that flair, who else could it be but Mirror B? So the main villains of the GameCube Pokemon titles are interesting
Of course.
in their own right. None is more memorable than the Disco King himself. His theme music, his flamboyant outfit, that Pokefro, and of course, those moves set him apart from all the rest. He's actually one of 4 Cypher admins, and probably the least threatening of the bunch overall, being the only one without a legendary Pokemon.
Nobody's watched
Then
this
later
video,
he sets up his own
comparatively
team
to the
to
rest.
practice called Team Mirror, but never accomplishes much.
And I
He's
think it's
really
one of the
not
better
much
ones,
of
so
a
it's a
dancer
shame.
for
I
fulfilling
just
his
screwed
villainous
up
duties, but his
the
popularity
tags.
earned him
I
a
didn't know what I
special
was
role in
doing.
XD Yellow Darkness. And without the right team members, his army of salsa dancing Ludicolo can be tricky to take down. So even though he might have only had a small hand in any criminal activity, his larger-than-life personality has earned him a spot on this list. Let the music play. Number 7, Gengar. The Mystery Dungeon series is beloved for its story more than most any main series Pokemon game. Admittedly, I'm not one of the series' many fans.
Oh, and I haven't played it, so I got Jimmy to do this part.
For the win is. So I figured it's only fitting to have him on to talk about
I'm
the
sorry,
number 7
Jimmy.
spot.
Of all the Pokemon villains, Gengar is one of the most intriguing. We're led to believe by the Pokemon games and anime that Pokemon
I just didn't want to
aren't
do the
evil by
work for this
instinct.
part, so I
It's
made
the
Jimmy do
trainer
it.
that commands them to do evil things. With the Pokemon
Your voice
Mystery
sounds so
Dungeon
good.
games, there are no trainers, so the role
It's
of
like
the
a
main
radio
antagonist
voice.
falls onto a Pokemon. In the original duo of games, Red and Blue Rescue Teams, you play as a human that has been transformed into a Pokemon. Later, you learn of the Ninetales legend. If you yank one of Ninetales' 9 tails, you will be cursed. The NPC Pokemon are filled in on your quote-unquote
Ninetales.
secret past by Gengar, and you're eventually run out of town. It is later revealed that Gengar is the cursed human, and you, the player, were brought to this world to correct the damages and natural disasters plaguing it. Long ago, Gengar grabbed one of Ninetales' tails. His Gardevoir protected him and took the curse upon herself. Gengar fled the scene and was told that one day he'd be reborn as a Pokemon. In the post-game, Gengar shows remorse for his actions and wants to go to the Murky Cave to save Gardevoir from the curse. Although Gengar has the mind of a human, it flips a lot of the morals that the Pokemon games have instilled right back onto their heads. Thank you to
Well,
Mochi
but
for
you are
including me in
talking
this
about the
video. I
villain,
hope
though.
you'll stick around for the rest of it because I know it's going to be really great.
Number 6, Colress. Colress is interesting because his loyalty
Thanks,
lies with whoever
Jimmy.
has the correct answer, not the person giving the orders. He is a man of science, out to discover how to bring out the full potential of Pokemon. And whether that's being merciless and using brute force, or working together with Pokemon, all he wants is to find the most efficient method. Ultimately, when the player shows him that it's a combination of eugenics and careful distribution of effort values, Colress ditches Team Plasma and leaves Ghetsis to deal with it himself.
Jeez.
To me, the scariest type of villain is the kind you can't trust, and Colress is just the sort of self-serving mad scientist I wouldn't want to meet. Number 5, Archie and Maxie. These two share a spot because their roles are so
Colress
intertwined
is
or
totally a villain.
interchangeable depending on whether you're playing Ruby and Sapphire or Emerald. What I like about these two is that they so carefully tread the line between sincere and batshit insane.
I never had a problem with your voiceover, but if looking back on it now, knowing that you were uncomfortable with it, makes it a little bit
simply because they believe what they're doing is
sad.
right. And
So I'm
what's
glad
more,
that you're more
upon
comfortable
achieving their
now.
goals, witnessing their visions slowly become a reality makes them realize what horrible mistakes they've made. Going into
I always
self-doubt,
thought you did
they
good
refuse to
voice.
take responsibility for their actions or try to reverse them, letting saving the world fall on the player. Of all major game villains, these two team leaders are by far some of the most interesting to me.
This is a bunch of
because they're the most
garbage. I'll talk
independent.
more about
They
this when I
never
redo
lean
the
into anyone.
Ruby and
They just live
Sapphire
under
review.
the false notion that what they're doing is the best thing for Pokemon kind.
It takes some careful writing for villains to want to do such horrible, senseless things, and yet at the same time never feel like they're bad people. Number 4, Lance. I have a bit of a thing for villains with sympathetic motives. So much like Archie and Maxie, Lance ended up on this list for similar reasons. Lance's goal is to eliminate all human life on the planet.
Lance is way better than Archie and Maxie. By a landslide.
He's essentially Team Plasma before it was cool. And also to more of an extreme, and without false pretenses. Also, much like the leaders of Team Aqua and Magma, once his grand scheme is thwarted, he seems to have a change of heart, and helps the protagonist of the manga out behind the scenes here and there. I wish I could tell you more about him, but I'd hate to spoil the entire Yellow arc.
Hey you, did you order it?
Lance is a pretty unique backstory with some interesting powers. Lance is the ultimate anti-hero. He might seem evil at first, what with the plans to wipe out the whole human race and all, but he's really not such a bad guy. A friend to Pokemon, a frenemy to humans, Lance puts the N in Dragon Master.
Do you want bacon on your side?
Getsis.
No.
I'll admit, the first time I played through Black and White,
Bacon
Getsis
only on
turned
my
out to
side.
be evil and having aspirations of world domination actually made me angry. So angry, in fact, that I decided I hated the entire game then and there, and rushed through all the
Well, the thing
dialogue
is
beyond
that
point because I didn't care about the story anymore. It wasn't until a
more
recent
people have
replay
played
that
Mystery
perspective of
Dungeon
already knowing
than
Getsis'
have
true
actually read
motivations.
Pokemon Special.
And having beaten Black
So I
and
feel
White
like
too,
we're
but I gave
spoiling
it a
that.
fair chance, and I was not disappointed. It's really a fantastic story, even if it's not quite the one I wanted them to tell. And it's definitely one of the most interesting plots for world domination yet in a Pokemon game. I still probably would have liked Getsis more if they took the sympathetic route and just made him a more extreme version of N, but the fact that N exists at all actually makes Getsis more palatable. N acts as a counterbalance, a sympathetic character who truly believes in what Team Plasma says it wants, which makes a nice contrast to the black-hearted Getsis. I would put N on this list instead, but N just isn't evil. He's not a villain, he's just a person trying to do what he believes is right. So in spite of my distaste for the money-grubbing, greedy, cliché, power-hungry bad guy, it's Getsis who gets the number 3 spot. Number 2, Pokemon Hunter J. J is a bit of a novelty.
I think that was well
It's
said.
actually kind of hardcore for the villains intended to show up in the anime. Pokemon Hunter J is a sort of a Pokemon thief for hire, stealing own Pokemon or
Why is
poaching wild
she
Pokemon
so
from
high
players.
on this
And
list?
she has her own henchmen and even an airborne base.
I didn't even watch
Unlike
the
most
DP
villains who are
anime.
directly
I just
afforded
looked
by Ashen Pals,
stuff up.
usually Jay gets away with her crimes, and instead it's her clients or henchmen that get caught. What really sets her apart from your standard
Pizza
anime
order.
approach is that aside
Oh,
from just trying
yay.
to get rid of
Here you go.
Ashton's friends as pesky pursuers,
Do you have your phone
she
on you?
actually tries to kill him several times.
Actually, you can't
To
because
burn him
it'll
alive,
make the microphone.
hyper-beat him to death, crush him,
Well, I'll
and
just
throw
turn
him
it
from
up.
great
That's
heights.
the thing. I'll leave it
And I
off
thought
in the
I was
distance.
a
Okay.
fan. Jeez.
She
Also,
was a good
Pokemon
villain.
Let's
I didn't
Go,
watch.
She herself gets an implied offing at the end of her run, when her airship crashes into Lake Valor in a heist gone wrong, and gets sucked into a whirlpool while her and her entire crew are still on board. The last we see of her is her cracked visor floating in the water as her ship sinks in the background. That's dark. And the number 1 Pokemon villain is Mewtwo. The number 1 spot
I got
belongs to
better
not a
voiceover.
human, but a Pokemon. Mewtwo wasn't born evil. In fact, he wasn't really born at all, but created by Mr. Fuji in a
They must be
laboratory
busy
on
tonight.
Cinnabar
30.
Island. Mewtwo was
30 to
created for
40 minute
Pokemon
delivery.
project funded by Giovanni. But Mr. Fuji really
No
wanted to
eating on
follow
the
through
stream
with the
today.
project as a means to recreate his late
That's
daughter,
fine.
Amber. Mewtwo and Amber 2 and a few other clone Pokemon grew up together in test tubes, communicating telepathically.
Thanks for ordering.
And becoming very close friends.
It was so expensive.
However, the clones of Amber 2 and the other Pokemon were
Cost me
unstable,
$4.
and eventually
Oh
they
yeah,
faded
I put
away.
Mewtwo on here because I
Mewtwo was
wanted to
so
talk
distraught
about
with the loss of his
this
best
short,
friends,
which at the
particularly
time
Amber 2, that
people
he
didn't
nearly
really know
destroyed the
about, I
laboratory
think.
with his
I got to see it.
powers. But he was quickly
My
put to
cousins
sleep
in
by the
Japan
scientists.
sent it to us on a
From then
VHS
on,
tape.
Mewtwo was basically the existential crisis Pokemon.
And then my mom said we would never
Very
watch it
powerful,
again because
very
it made her
smart,
cry.
and very aware that he was created by humans for a specific purpose, one that he resents. His overwhelming angst is so severe that upon waking up again, he actually did destroy the laboratory, used Giovanni to help him hone his powers, and then escaped and created his own floating fortress.
I think this video is pretty
complete
good.
with an army of clones and
overall.
brainwashed human nurse Joy Slave.
Has
In
some
the
good
dub
jokes in
version
it.
of the movie, he simply wants to prove
Has
that
some
his
good
clones are
villains on
better
it.
by making all of them fight with their natural-born counterparts, and get revenge on the humans that created him by destroying the world with a hurricane.
And this hasn't been claimed yet by the Pokemon Company, which is really amazing for how much footage of the anime I used full screen.
I wonder if it has more to do with... Because it wasn't...
They're all manual claims, so it's like actual humans finding it.
Yeah.
To move all of his clones to an island in Johto where they can all live in peace. That's really one of the
I like how
coolest
all
and
the
most
claws
distinguishing
grab the
things about
exact same
Mewtwo.
spot.
Unlike all the other Pokemon villains, he is never ever beaten. Not even dented, really, and he doesn't ever become good either. Mewtwo never stops resenting humanity. He just
No, I
learns to
did put this
tolerate
out in a week.
He
This
is
was
from the
one of
start,
those.
And he remains an unconquerable
I
and
just
uncontrollable
wasn't
force
taking
to
care of
be
myself, which is how I
Ultimately,
managed to
he's
do
only
this.
attacking his own search for meaning in his life, and that's a pretty powerful thing in and of itself. So there you have it, my top 10 Pokemon villains. Do you have a favorite bad
The
guy?
manual claims are somehow more insulting.
Leave me a
Yeah, they
comment,
are,
let
because
me
it's
know.
like, hey,
Thanks for
you
watching.
watched my
Don't forget
thing,
to
and
click
instead of
subscribe for more
appreciating it, you're like,
Pokemon
I don't want this
videos.
to
See ya.
exist. It's not very nice. And also, the Pokemon Company is like the worst, because they don't even do what the Digimon people did and like just take the money. They just want the video gone off the internet. And it's like, come on. You can't just monetize it? Like, I'd be fine giving you the money if you've got a problem with it. I just want it to exist for people to see because I worked hard on it. This is a good video. I was happy with this one. So I need to fix the audio really fast though. 1 second.
Who is N?
Alright, I'm gonna clap. Okay. Let me know if it's fixed. Might be loud compared to everything else, sorry.
Yeah.
Fame Checker died because the whole reason I made that series was that the Pokemon Company kept sending me free merch. And I was like, if they're gonna keep sending me Nendoroids and stuff, I'm gonna need a reason to talk about them that isn't just selling their product.
And then you got booped.
Yeah, and then they stopped, so I was like, oh, well, whatever. Only the one, then. The first Poke shipping video exists. The Rocket shipping video got claimed, which I'm so sad about because I thought that one was really good, and I'm really happy with it, and I just wanted it to exist, and I worked really hard on it, and I did it in a week because it was Valentine's Day, and I had just gone back from Atlanta, or I was about to go to Atlanta. It was like, it was hard, but whatever. If it's still desynced, then I can't fix it. I've just done all I can do. Alright, so people wanted to see Totally Angelica.
Yeah.
Which is what we'll do next.
Bum.
Happy Halloween, Pokemon fans. Today I'm going to tackle a truly
Oh my god, my
horrifying
hair.
past and cover my least favorite video game of all time. Recently,
I'm glad that I
listed
did it
top
once
10
so that I could
favorite
figure out what
games
colors
of
look good on me.
and, like
That's
clockwork,
all I
thought
have to
it
say
best
about
to
the
do a
pink
top
hair.
10 least favorite games. But to spare
But I
myself
don't
the
like it,
torture of
because
playing
light hair
10
colors
games I
just make
hate,
me look
I
like my
decided to
mom.
dedicate an entire video to just
I
my
like better
least
with
favorite
darker,
game of all
warmer
time.
colors.
So tonight on this Halloween, which terror will I share with you all? One,
Your least favorite.
Angelica Pickles.
Totally
Ugh.
Angelica was released in 2003 Game Boy Color, and a year later a PlayStation version was released. The PlayStation version's got quite a bit of coverage on YouTube, but the original Game Boy Color version of the game is the
Short
one
hair
I'm
makes me
most
look like my
familiar
mom.
with.
Yeah,
So
kind
it'll
of.
be the one I'm focusing on today.
I think short and
If you
straight
stop to
looks
think
pretty
about
different.
it, it's really
And
kind
dark.
of baffling that this game
But
exists
light
at
and
all.
curly looks like
It's
her.
really uncommon for licensed shows like this to have spin-off properties that focus entirely on the antagonist of the show. But once you realize
By the way, I don't know if I've already told anyone this. Chaz is the one that made the pink hair artwork.
You see, THQ had made a couple
For my
of other
channel.
games
That
before
was me.
this.
That was him.
Not terribly good ones.
That's why it
but at
doesn't
least
look
ones
great.
that more accurately represented the
He
source
drew it and
material
scanned
had a
it and then
wide
colored it
variety
in
of variations.
Photoshop.
But evidently they were
You can see my
unsatisfied
skills in
with the gameplay
Photoshop.
playing.
Yeah,
Please
he-
hire
he
me,
doesn't
Pixar.
have the
Wider
most
audience, they wanted
experience
to
in
make the
Photoshop, but he did
game,
pretty
among
good,
other
all
things,
things
with a
considered.
female audience in mind.
Which is
Some
why I
of the
kind of
features had
avoided
wide
using
both
like
genders,
blown
but
up
there weren't
versions
really
of it
very
because
many
the edges
female
were pretty bad,
characters.
which is my
This
fault.
was
Yeah.
pre-Kimmy. So at the
Well,
time there was
no, I don't
Lil,
think that'd be
who
your
wasn't
fault
really
if I
much
knew
of
what
a
I was
character on her
doing.
own. You couldn't make a game where you
I think
played
that
as
was the
only
first
Lil, not
Photoshop thing
Phil.
I ever did.
There was Susie, but she
Even
wasn't in very many
seriously.
episodes and wasn't really considered one of the main cast of Rads, since she was a little bit older and mostly acted as kind of a mentor figure to the main babies. So that leaves us with Angelica.
who is white and blonde and girly and in almost every episode and perfect for marketing to girls.
People took issue with me pointing out that Angelica is a white girl.
Antagonist and a brat, and kids generally didn't
You
like
think
her
that,
very
that
much.
Susie would have
Now,
ever
before
had a
the
game,
Angelica
even if she
branch
was
did
on the
not
main
begin with this
cast?
game.
I
There's
wonder.
an entire line of toys based off the tiny sociopath. Most
Something
notable
tells
of
me
which
that
was
her
the line
being
of
blonde and
Corvette
white has a
fashion
lot to
dolls.
do with why
This
she
is
got
where
a game.
someone somewhere probably
The Lost
figured
Arts,
out
I don't
how to
remember
get young
which
girls to
t-shirt
dance like this.
I designed. When they were doing all those t-shirts.
Oh my god, Angelica is triggering me.
See, Chucky, there are two
What?
kinds of people in this
Oh.
world. People who make things better, and people
I
who
don't
just
remember. Did you
want to,
design one?
well,
I
give it away.
feel like I did the
People like
Swadaloon.
No, somebody on Tumblr did that one.
Anything I can do.
Somebody on Tumblr did it?
Really, Chucky.
Mhm.
The bottom line
Well, I remember
is
somebody
you're
redid it,
better
so
off
that it would be on a t-shirt better.
No. Somebody on Tumblr did the Swadloon one. You did the first one. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did the digital art. You did the original design. I remember that. You drew
I
that.
was gonna say, don't you say that.
With
I know what I did.
puppets. It took me a while.
a pretty good mom. This is my fault. I don't deserve that.
The bad version.
Enough to sell the toys of her would be a
How
bad
did this
idea.
never get
But
claimed?
instead,
Yeah,
they
it's a good
charged right ahead
question.
and made a totally
It's a
Angelica
really
video
good
game,
question,
complete with
to be
all
honest.
hallmarks
I
of
used to
the
get
P-File.
past the
What better way to reach out to
the
young girls than to air
copyright
dominated
bot
by the
check,
Game Boy,
because
and to let
Machinima
them
would
know they
just,
were
like,
taken seriously and respected. With a game based
block all of
entirely on
those.
consumerist agreement
Basically,
and starring
because I was
Carol
managed
Off
by
with Bradley
Machinima.
Angelica as their avatar. The box
So
art has the audacity
they would have to
cross
like
out
know
Game
that
Boy
I
and write
uploaded
Game
this
Girl
and
color.
know that I
As
used
a kid,
footage
wouldn't
and
this
claim it
just be
manually.
confusing?
So I guess
Okay,
that's
so
why
not
they'd
every
never
game
claimed it.
explicitly labeled Game Girl must be for boys,
Now they probably
which
know.
means the only games I'm supposed to play must be the crappy ones that think I'm
This
bastard
stream
and
is
foul and
definitely getting
terrible.
claimed now.
Thanks, video game industry, for welcoming me with open arms.
You'll just
That's
delete the
just my
VOD
personal
later.
experience, but I don't know a single kid who picked this game out for themselves. Everyone I know who had this game, including myself, got it because their parents or some other relative picked it out for them as a gift. Kids weren't fooled into buying this game, but parents just saw the Rugrats logo and got it for their kids, knowing that they liked Rugrats. In fact, most of the other people I know who had this game were boys. So regardless of the stupid and largely unsuccessful premise, many kids were subjected to this terrible game anyway. And I in particular wasted hours of my life on it. Since I
That
had
was a
so
mouthful.
few games as a kid, and this
Can't
was
do a
one of my
second
only
take.
options. I could stop with just the setup alone and leave it at that. It had
When
no
was this
chance
made?
of ever being a worthwhile game.
I
because it
wonder
was
if
pure
Alex
edited
passion
this,
with a lazy
actually.
half-baked
It's
premise.
possible.
But what kind of video beatdown on my least favorite game would this be if I didn't talk about the game
I
itself?
think maybe he
The goal of
did.
Totally Angelica is to collect the best outfit and earn the highest score in the fashion show, in order to unlock different levels of the mall. Each floor has a point total you must score in the fashion show. to earn
Machinima
access to the
basically had
elevator
no way
to
to
the next
make
floor.
me do anything
Babies
because
also
they were
use
not
that
paying me.
naturally,
I
so
was
they get their
basically
outfits
trapped in
very
a
harshly,
contract
and
with
you have to
them,
keep trying different clothes
and
to
they wouldn't
impress
help
them.
me or
Adding
answer my
new
emails
articles
for
of clothing
years.
By playing mini games, of
The
course.
only benefit
Right
was that my
from
stuff
that,
couldn't
it's a
get
game
claimed
for
by
girls.
bots.
There have to be mini games. Alternatively, this game had a cutting-edge infrared trading
Like,
system
duh.
where you could trade articles of clothing with your friends instead, which is hilarious because the game does not save data and instead relies on the worst password system I've ever seen in my life. So, since these mini games are the meat of the program, let's check them out one
It's
by one.
actually
Shall we?
unusable, the
There are
password
only
system.
5 floors, so there aren't that many to get through. On the first floor, we have Phil's Fashions, Susie's Shoes, and Lil's Lipsticks. Phil's Fashions is a standard catch game. You move Angelica left and right to catch the
Thanks for
keys,
stopping
and it's
by.
Really, really simple.
DIX
After you catch enough
vid.
cookies, you pick some clothes out and move on. Susie's Shoes is the
I'm
fun
having
ball
fun too.
games. This is really only a maze by name.
getting very
because
hungry.
The goal of the game is not to navigate to the exit. Instead, a ball of yarn moves back and forth on a track with springs that bounce and make it change directions automatically. There's a third spring on the wall near the path that opens up to the next track, and if you press A when the yarn is in front of it, the spring will go off and push the yarn to the next track. You keep bouncing the
I
ball
think this
along
one
the
still
tracks
kinda holds
until
up,
you
too.
reach Angelica's creepy bloodshot cat. There's no way to take a wrong path or end up at a dead
For the
end.
most part.
The only
There are parts of it I
challenge, if
still
you
don't
can
like.
call it that, is that there's an extremely generous timer. It takes a very, very long time, requires no skill, it's monotonous and dull and tedious, and there's absolutely no way to make it go any faster. With no mistakes, this minigame takes a whopping 3 minutes to complete. And there's 3 minutes left on the timer.
I remember
There's
you recording for
literally
this.
no way to lose this game.
I had to
remember
play
this
through
minigame,
this game
kids,
like a whole bunch of
because it's the
times. The
absolute
first
worst
time,
one,
all
and
my
it's not
footage
the
was
last
bad
time we'll
quality.
see it. Will's
I think maybe I
Lipsticks
still
is
use the
Slayer's
bad
Husband
quality
game.
footage just
And
because I
this one's
didn't want to
actually
replay it
pretty
again.
funny because the
Yeah.
AI is so bad, it will often shuffle the pieces so severely that it actually realigns them all for you. So almost every time the puzzle can be solved in a single move. Once you've cleared all 3 minigames and earned their fashion items, it's time to enter
You
the
did
fashion.
it.
Remember how I said the babies hate Angelica, though? Well, you're not going to earn nearly enough points
I
to
worked
advance
out a
to the next
speed
floor
run
in
for
one
this
go.
game.
So you'll need to re-enter
At least
the
for the
show
first
multiple
floor.
times in order to earn enough points. But oops, you can't re-enter the fashion show until you earn more clothes. So what do? Play all 3 minigames again, of course, including the torturous fluffy pinball maze. Since 2 of the 3 minigames take less than a minute to complete, you can assume that the majority of your time on this floor
Babies
is
hate
spent
everyone,
on the
let's be
pinball maze.
honest.
Lather, rinse, repeat until you've hit 25 points. and
You
then
don't
start
want
the
this
next floor,
game.
assuming you haven't
No.
turned the game off already. On the second floor, we have Susie's shoes, Chucky's chunky jewelry, and Tommy's trims. Susie's shoes
It does
is
take a
once
long time to
again
make
the fluffy
videos.
pinball maze,
I don't know how long it
unchanged
took me to
from the
make
last
this
time we
one.
saw it.
I think I was still
Chucky's
doing them
chunky
weekly
jewelry
at
is
this
a silent
point.
knockoff,
Were you?
and Tommy's trims
I
is
remember
a
this one you
matching
gave
game,
quite a bit of
where the
effort
AI
to.
flips 2
Yeah,
cards
but
and
I
then
did the. I
matches
know that I
it.
did the top
What's
10
annoying about
games in
this
a
one
week,
is the AI
and
again
that
isn't
was
very good.
awful.
So if
That
you end
was
up
so
flipping
much
the same
work
2 cards over and over and over
because it
again
was
for
like
all eternity,
I had to record
which
10 different
becomes more of a
games
problem
and
the
get
more
all
you
the footage
play.
to
The thing
Alex
about pretty much every minigame in Totally Angelica
and write about
is that none of them
10
are
games that I
difficult,
care
but
about
they
and do
all
it
require you to
justice.
pay attention if you don't want to make mistakes.
It was awful.
Which
I don't
is
know how he
difficult
did that.
because
It's
Totally
kind of
Angelica
amazing.
is such a boring
This was
game.
also another one
The
I did in
story
a
is the
week.
same on this floor.
I
Once
was
again,
like
you
a
play 3
madman back
minigames,
then.
enter the fashion show,
I
play
must have
more
not been
minigames,
sleeping.
re-enter and repeat
I
until
really
you're
didn't.
75
Like, I was
points.
working like.
By this point,
I
you
think for
probably
this
already
one,
have some
60
combination of
hours a
clothes
week.
worked out that will net you the
Yeah,
most points.
I would say
So
there
the
was
best bet is, no
during
matter
this
what new
time.
clothes you're forced
There were
to
times
earn
I went to
between
sleep
fashion
before
shows,
you did.
just re-enter the
And
same
this was
outfit
when I
over
was
and
doing
over again
2
for the
videos
most
a week.
points. To get this game over was faster.
Couldn't believe you.
Once again,
No, this
assuming
was
you don't
before
get
then.
stuck with a
Yeah,
This is
no.
just slightly before
miserable
then.
AI on Tommy's trims, the pinball maze will eat up the majority of your time on this floor. The third floor has Phil's fashions, Lil's lipsticks, and Susie's shoes. This time, surprisingly, Phil's fashions is a different game than the Cookie Catch. It's a game where you go around as Phil and Lil catching bugs, which would be a nice change of pace.
I was
with the
not
game
taking care of
broken
myself.
beyond
I
belief.
do not
The
recommend
controls are
making 2
bad,
videos a
which is
week. I don't know how
impressive
people
because
make
it
one.
literally
I don't know
only
how I
requires
made
the
1
D-pad
video
and
a week.
single
That was
button to
insane.
perform all actions. As Phil, you move around to press A to
That's
pull
just too much
plates.
work.
Then the control switch
Because
to
you have to
Lil,
do
and you move around to press A
everything.
to catch
Like,
the
I had
bugs
Alex
elements.
editing, but I had to do
However, there's a massive delay
everything.
between when you press A and when she actually moves. You must be at a complete stop in order to catch bugs.
It was so
Sometimes
much
the A
work.
button is completely unresponsive, and the bugs can move under Phil where they're impossible to see. When you're playing as Phil, there are so many things on the screen that the game can't handle it, and Lil's legs flicker in and out
The
of
days that
existence.
all
This
I
one
did
isn't
was
any
take
harder
Adderall
than
and
the
make
other games.
videos,
There's actually
basically.
no time limits.
I never
Some
had
other games
fun.
it's impossible
I could
to
never
lose.
take
It's just
time to do
clunky.
anything I wanted
Like,
to do.
I'm pretty sure no one
I couldn't
figured
go
kids would
out.
sit through the 3 hours of Fluffy's pinball maze required to get to this point, so they didn't bother fixing these things. Lil's lipsticks is the same slider puzzle as it was on the first floor. Now you may be wondering, since Phil's fashions is a different game
I
this
wasn't
time,
eating
does
or
this mean
drinking
there's a
water,
chance Susie's
probably.
shoes is different too? Well,
Usually every day
wild
ended in a
guess at what
migraine.
lies behind door
And there
number
were
3,
lots of
Fluffy's pinball
days.
maze. Once again, you play the pinball
Like,
maze until your
when
eyes
X and
fall
Y
out,
came out,
and
I was
spend
still in
the same
college,
outfit
too.
over and
Yeah.
over in the
So it was,
fashion
like,
show
a
until
lot of
you have
work.
150 points required to move on to
We
the
would
next floor.
we would study
Floor 4
Japanese
is
on the
actually
way in.
last floor of minigames. It consists of the same 3 that were on
And
the
then I
second
come
floor,
home and
the
make a
signing
video
game,
every
the
day.
matching game, and the pinball maze. Since this is the final round of minigames, this means
I remember I was
Fluffy's
resetting,
pinball maze is the
or I
only
was
minigame
hatching
that is
eggs for
on
the Bulbasaur
every
at school.
single floor. And
for
it's
that
also
video.
the only minigame
Yep.
so far that lasts longer
You
than
told
a
me
minute.
about that.
And it
I was doing it
never
all by
changes.
myself. I didn't even have Alex
Totally
at that point.
Angelica is essentially
That
4.5
was so
hours of
crazy.
pinball torture disguised as a game about
I
shopping.
guess it's really
Interesting
easy to make
note
yourself
is that
work
the
hard
signing
when you're
game actually ups the
insanely mean to
difficulty
yourself all
score,
the time.
with a sequence of 5 colors rather than 4.
I don't recommend
So they
it.
still change the other minigames as you progress through the levels, just not
I'm
the
much
stupid
happier
pinball
now.
maze. Once
Even
you
if I'm
begin
making a
playing
lot
full
less money.
Orifices and fantasizing about beating Angelica to
I'm
death
way
in the
happier
floor
now.
battles, it's finally
It's not
time to
worth
move on to
it.
the top floor. Floor
Even
5
the
also
money's not
consists of
worth
3
it.
minigames, but only one that matters. The grand finale, Magical
You gotta
Key.
like work with a
This one is
team
actually
for
a
this to be
side-scrolling
worth it, I
level in
think.
which Angelica
And then I don't
rides
know
a
how you
bouncing
can make enough
unicorn.
money for it to
The
be worth
basic
it.
goal of
It's
this
just
game is
like
to collect
YouTube's just
all
not a
6
good
of the
career. I
birds
don't
throughout the
recommend.
level in order to enter the castle at the end.
I don't
There are
recommend.
obstacles like dwarves, or maybe they're
Just get a
babies
normal
that
job
shoot
where where you
Things
don't
that
have to do
irritate me bad.
everything
Small
yourself,
puzzles
and you
to
get
solve, like
benefits.
Giving a dog bone to Spike to get the key to the castle, and some of the absolute stupidest controls I've ever seen. The unicorn, when stationary, floats up and down in place. Holding up will make it float higher, but it doesn't
Yeah.
really like to stay at one level ever. In order to get a certain piece of the bridge, as well as
Some
the
people
apple
are much
card
better at
to the top
working
of
on
the
multiple
tower,
videos at a
you need to
time than
shoot
I am
these
too.
folks with a wand
I was
power.
never good at
However,
that. I
since
still
the
can't do
controls are
that.
so floaty,
I've tried.
staying still long enough to
I have
aim
so
the
many
wand is
unfinished
almost
videos now
impossible.
because I
And the
tried to do
wells
that
are
for a
all
while.
positioned between two evil baby things that knock you all over the level. which make it even harder to
I
stay
don't
put
think
long
YouTube was
enough to
ever
aim
really
the
that
wand.
reliable.
Each
It
one
was
is
just a matter
one
of time
shot,
before this
so whenever
happened.
you fail, you have to go find another before you can try again. Moving at all is a pain in the ass, since if you're carrying anything, wands or bridge pieces, you move so slow. Holding A will let you move just slightly faster, but it's barely fast enough to pass the baby whatever evil things before they knock you back.
I don't
And
think
these
there's
things
really a
send you
point in working for a
far
place like
back.
IGN or
One
Polygon when
blast
you
will send you
can
half
do
the
it for
stage
yourself.
length back.
Because it's
This
the
is
same
by
amount of
far the
work.
most frustrating part of
You
the
just
whole
let
game.
somebody else take
The
the cut,
pinball maze is boring and awful,
so it's like
sure,
not worth it.
but it doesn't actively piss me off.
I would
like
still
the
be doing the
Magical
whole review
Kingdom does.
myself, I'm
It's
sure.
not that it's too hard, it's just set up intentionally to irritate you. It's like their goal with this game was
I'm
to
just
actively
happy I have
create the
a
sensation of
job
being
with a
stuck in
salary.
bumper-to-bumper
Yep,
traffic
and
on a hot
benefits.
day. And a crappy
Adpocalypse
comfortable
isn't
seat
going to
when you're in
ever
a
affect
hurry,
my
while
wages.
your least favorite
This is
song
true.
plays on the radio. If you manage to enter the castle, your reward is
Sorry
a
for
special crown
whining.
Angelica to wear. And then the
Sometimes I
game
just can't
time
believe
stops.
how hard
There
I
are a
worked
couple
for
other
so
mini games on
long.
this floor to complete
I
if
was
you
like
want,
working for
but
my
there's no
life,
point total for this floor.
so it was my
So you
only
don't
way to
need to
survive,
manage
and I
the
could
fashion
never
If
see
you do
a
enter,
time
the
when I would
special
be able to
crown
do
bonus
anything
really
else
seem to
because
give
I
you a
just
point
didn't
bonus.
believe that I
There's really nothing
could
left to
even
do.
get like a
That
day job
stupid
if I wanted
pixelated
to.
crown is your only reward for torturing yourself this far.
No, I think
The
we
end,
worked
I
it out. It's like
guess.
you were
A
doing
year
like
later, the PlayStation
the
version
time
came
of like
out.
a full-time
And while
job
it's slightly more sophisticated than the Game Boy Color version, this one has
just to
even less
get a
of
video
reason to
out like
exist.
a
Because
week
by this
every
point,
week.
Kimmy was introduced.
And
There's
you were
just
working
no excuse
more
for this
than
to have
that
been made. Kimmy
when
is
you were
even
trying to
in
do
the
2
game that
videos a
you're
week.
Still playing as Angelica, who they take extra pains to remind you is a terrible blight on humanity, with an opening cutscene in which she throws a temper tantrum because she can't open her box.
Zero.
And what minor things this version may have improved on from the Game Boy Color version, the awful annoying voice clips and music make it even less
goodness.
bearable. At least the music in the Game Boy version, low effort as it was generally unoffensive
know what
and it
happened
didn't
with that
actively
one clip.
assault you with its awfulness. Their loading screens see more of your life away, and Susie is conspicuously missing from
Where are
this
my
entire
eye bags?
game, despite it being on the front cover and
I still have eye
disc artwork.
bags, dear.
And of course, Fluffy's Pinball Maze is in this one too. And they've added more things to make it even slower. Burn it. So that's totally Angelica, my least favorite game of all time. It's lazy, contrived, and malformed in virtually every aspect. And no other game have I loathed so thoroughly from start
This is
to
a pretty
finish.
good video.
It's downright insulting that anyone would think little girls would relate to such a terrible person. And even more insulting that whoever conceived this monstrosity thought so little of girls' interests. In fact, this game may actually have been the reason I don't like clothes shopping. I've never dedicated an entire video to just ripping on a single game before. So let me try and leave on a positive note.
I don't know
While
if
there
that's
may
true.
still be problems in the video game industry and how it treats and represents women and girls, let's take solace in the fact that for the most
People
part,
also got on
these
me
days
for
we're
this
seeing
picture,
way better
which was
games than young
Alex's
girls.
choice, by the way,
My
not
generation may
mine.
have had to put up with crap like this, but for the most
Why?
part, girls today have a lot
Because
more
they thought
inventory
Dead or
when it comes
Alive
to
got a
games
free
catered to
pass
their
because it's
interests.
like
Games
basically
made by
outright a
girls
porn
aren't
game.
inherently bad. They just need to be
I
handled
feel like that
with
makes it
care.
worse.
So I'm really glad
I
that
don't know.
although
I think
some
there's a
work
place
out
for
for
that.
girls
At least
is
it's
still
not
being
like
made, there
mincing
are at
words.
least
It is what
companies
it
putting real
is.
thought and effort into
But
targeting a younger female
when it's the
demographic.
only
Which is a good
game
thing
with
for the
girls in
industry
it,
as a
then it's a
whole,
problem.
because
Which
getting
it was.
girls interested
It was
in
like
games
one
at
of
a
the
young
few
age
for a
is
while,
big
you
step
know.
towards a bigger and more diverse consumer base. And the more girls
I thought
play
Dead
and
or
buy
Alive
games,
was like a
the
fighting.
more other things
It
the industry
is,
will improve
but
for
like
women as well.
the
They-
beach
I know they had-
volleyball
You
is
know,
like the
thanks
one
for
where their
watching,
boobs are on the
and let me know
moon.
what your least
Yeah.
favorite game is in the comments below.
And I believe,
You
well,
had a happy Halloween, and if you want to see my last Halloween spooktacular, you can click here for my video about some Pokemon creepypastas. Or if you want to see my top 10 favorite games,
My
you can click
last
right here.
Pokemon
As always,
spooktacular,
don't
like
forget to
6
click the
years
subscribe for
before
more
this.
Pokemon videos. See ya!
I remember when I used to have to like manually introduce every video on my end slate. Alright, what's next? We'll only do a few more. Let's see. Oh, Jimmy wanted
they
to
wanted
see.
to see the.
Is Jimmy still up? I feel like this is getting pretty late.
It's only almost. It's like 11:30 where he's at.
Yeah. I feel like it's like midnight.
It's because you.
I'm so tired. Plus, I've had alcohol, which I planned on not having. The 99 Gamers pickup? No.
No. It's not even cringy. It's just.
I will say that I think this is like the best I've ever looked in a video. Yeah.
You're pretty cute.
Okay, so somebody, it was Jimmy wanted to see the Poke Shipping one, right? So we're gonna
Jimmy
do that
Jams
one?
is still awake.
Oh, good.
It's right there.
Hooray!
I was so salty when Misty lost to Ash in the Sun and Moon anime.
The terrible shiny list. That's a really bad video. That's one of those ones where I just farted something out to get something up. Because I actually tried with the top 10 best shinies, and I knew that I could not actually care about the worst shinies. More material for bots to claim. Let's watch the next anime video. I mean, at this point, I don't think it can get worse. Alright, we'll just...
If it's already getting claimed, might as well make a fight out of it for
Yeah.
which one gets to claim it.
Alright, alright.
Happy Valentine's Day,
Puzzling
Pokemon
music.
fans. Since today is the day
Ah,
of
my
Valentine's
hair
Day,
was so
figured there's
light.
no better time than to tackle
I liked it
one
when
of
it was
my
light.
most requested
And I have a
subjects of
pimple
all
on my
time,
head. You can see
Pokemon
it.
shippings.
Can you?
What's a ship, you might
Oh.
ask?
Right in the middle of my
Well,
forehead.
Congratulations on your first day on the internet, young friend. Let me explain
That's
it to you.
that's a
Within
vessel
fandoms
that
of
floats on the
fictional
water.
media, compared to other characters and romantic relationships they support, or otherwise believe
I'm wearing my
are
love
or
disc
should
shirt,
be
but you can't
canon.
even tell.
So basically,
know.
who they believe should become a couple, whether it's supported by evidence in the show or not. Shipping
So it was
can be a fun
Valentine's
little
Day. I
way to
wore mine
explore
too, I
romantic
believe.
connections
Why did
between
I
characters.
insist in
Or
appearing in
even
the
imagine
beginning
what
of
a
these
relationship
videos
between
with
two
no
characters that
microphone?
aren't canonically romantically connected would be like. But since there are an overwhelming
I think I
number
was
of
sick,
fan
too.
shippings
Like,
within
I
the
feel like I'm
Pokemon
sick
franchise,
in
from
this-
games
in this
to
video.
manga
You
to
might have been.
anime, if two
Or at least
characters
recovering.
exist, even if
I
they've
think
never
you also
met, they
poked your
can and
eye
will be shipped
with your
together by
contacts.
somebody. It's pretty hard to cover more than one at
It
a
doesn't
time.
look red.
In fact, when I started working
Everybody
on this
says
video
I always
originally,
look
I
high
meant
in
to
my
cover
videos.
almost
This one looks a little bit
ships,
more
but
red
found
than
so
that
much
one.
material
I
for
can't
just one
tell.
that it took up a whole video. So today I'm
This is
going to
really
be
often
focusing
you'd poke
primarily
yourself
on
in
my
the
personal OTP,
My
Poke
eyes just are
shipping,
naturally
and we'll have to wait till
bloodshot,
next
though.
Valentine's
I
Day
don't know
to
what it
explore
is.
some other ships.
Poke shipping is the belief that Ash and Misty belong in a romantic relationship.
This
And
videos
it's
would be
canon,
like
though
so much
only
better
one
if I
side
wasn't in
believes
them
so.
at the beginning.
A lot of
The
people think
quality
that
is
this
so
a
much
pairing that
worse.
was completely invented by the dub version of the show and wasn't present at all in the Japanese
The
version.
one slur,
And
the
while that's
Chazler.
not true, the dub
Don't do that to
definitely
me.
changed some things up a bit.
Please.
Interestingly, in places where it was hinted at in the Japanese
I
version,
think you
the
poked
dub
your eye
often
before
changed
the...
songs
I
to
wasn't
make
in the rocket
interactions
shipping one.
into more
My
platonic,
face was not in
and
that one.
subsequently added hints of romantic feelings in places where there were none before. And of course, the dub added all those things like the Pokemon Christmas Bash CD and the stage adaptation.
I like
of
how you
Pokemon
say
Mile,
that.
which we'll get to in a minute.
Putting in
That
romantic
expanded
elements where
on
there
and
were none
humanized
before.
Missy's feelings in
Drops
the way
her
the
2
original show
stories.
did. Like most things in the Pokemon
Oops,
fandom,
sorry.
it's
That was
pretty
probably
much
loud.
consensus among Pokemon
This is
fans
my-
that Misty
my
has feelings
armchair.
for Ash. After all, it's not just subtext in this ship. Thanks to 4 kids, Misty
I don't know what it
basically
is that
outright
makes
says
my
what
eyes
she feels
constantly
about him.
bloodshot. I think they
We
just
all know
naturally
that
have a
life
lot
is
of
just an
veins in
excuse
them.
to keep following him around, and that she has
And
a
there's
big
nothing I can do
tsundere
about
crush
it.
on him the
So
whole
everybody
time.
just thinks
The
I'm
only
high
thing
all the
really
time,
left up
when
for
I've
debate
actually
here
never been
is
high in
whether
my
or not
life.
Ash liked her back, which is definitely not made as obvious as Misty's feelings. There are definitely clues that he does, or at least did at one point, also have some sort of feelings for her as well. But whether you read them that way is more up to personal
Maybe it's
interpretation.
allergies. Oh my god, that
So
face.
today, I'm going to give you an overview of their relationship, as well as highlighting key moments where the interactions became more romantic.
Oh man.
Of course, Ash and Misty got off to a rocky start from the get-go.
What are these
Misty was
these
less than happy with Ash putting Pikachu in
giant
danger in the
skulls?
first episode, even slapping him in the
I
original
don't know if I
Japanese
edited this one or I
version. But for the
edited
third
just
episode
the
on,
audio
she
for this
slowly
one, but I
warms up
remember
to
I
him,
did
and
part
even
of it.
develops a tsundere-like crush on him. At the end of Ash catches a Pokemon,
This is like the first video I
after
ever
seeing how
used
Ash is so
Premiere
connected
for.
to his Pokemon, she starts seeing him in
That's
a new
right, huh?
light. It has renewed interest in getting to know him better.
I've never known anyone like him. He really does love Pokemon.
Since both Ash and Misty are kids, they're
I'm
still
pretty
kinda
sure
in
there's
the
already a
"you
4
cooties"
kids
phase.
rice ball
And when her sisters
compilation
and her stray
on the
tease them about
internet.
being in a
I don't need to
possible
make one.
relationship in The Water Flowers of Cerulean City, they get embarrassed and of course deny
I
it.
probably
But in
was
the school of
tired.
hard
I mean, I
knocks,
wasn't taking care of
both Ash and
myself, so
Brock
maybe
were
that was part
visibly
of it.
attracted to a girl named Giselle. Basically, the only time in the entire series
Suddenly
where
we have a
Ash
lot of
actually has
people
obvious
watching.
romantic
What
feelings for
happened?
another character. The pairing of Ash and Giselle is called goggle shipping, by the way. Misty gets angry out of jealousy, making it apparent for the first time that she might actually have a crush on him. The last episode, Beauty and the
Yeah, I
Beast,
think I
is
I
when we
don't know
first
if I
see
edited
signs
the
of
I don't
Ash's
think I did the
super
whole
attraction.
video,
Here, Ash first sees Misty in a bathing suit.
but I know I did the audio.
Gaze-like pan up Misty's body, while Ash comments that she actually looks like a girl for once, making Misty blush. A similar thing happens in Ghost of Maiden's Peak when Ash first sees Misty in a kimono. Misty asks
You'd be
Ash to dance
surprised
with her,
how
and he
many
accepts,
ships there are in
and the episode
Pokemon.
ends with the
Like,
two are dancing
if you
together.
look at the list of
Aw.
ships on
Yet again, a
Bulbapedia,
similar camera
Are
there
there-
compliment
there are people
from
who
Ash
ship
happens when Misty is
characters
first
from
seen
the
in her stage
manga
outfit in March
with
of the
characters
Invaders
from the
Force One.
anime.
Though these pans might be
Are there
there
any
just for audience
Ashler
fan service,
ships?
Shipping Ash with a himself? I'm sure. Because Ash cross-dresses sometimes. So there's probably Ash and Ashley ships.
And Poké shippers will tell you that here it's no different. When Ash experiences his first of many on-screen deaths in Tower of Terror, Misty is particularly distraught, and cries over his body.
He actually
When he
died.
comes back to life, she blushes and wipes her eyes. Similarly, in
What
a lot
is
of
death?
situations where Ash is either near death or in danger, Misty will either cry or blush with happiness that he's okay. Perhaps the clearest early indication of
Ash
Misty's
says.
crush on Ash comes in Volcanic Panic.
Ash
When
plus
it's revealed
Latias.
that
Oh, we were
Misty
just
has
arguing
completely
about this the
forgotten
other
the
day.
reason she was supposed to be
Whether or not
following
it's
Ash
actually
to get on the
Latias.
bike. Things really
Because
picked
I
up
was
for the
always
two
under the
Orange
impression
Island
that
season.
Bianca is
In
Latias.
Pokemon Peril,
But
Team Rocket teams
Jimmy
Ash
and a few other people were saying that Bianca
the two deny it all, but
is a
blush.
character
In
and then
Naval Universe
Latias
was the first
impersonates
clear
her.
signal that Ash actually likes
But I
Misty.
don't remember because I've
Misty
maybe
develops a
seen
small crush
the
on
movie
Danny,
twice
the
my
gym
entire
leader on
life.
Naval Island, and Ash is visibly jealous.
Please be extra careful, Danny. What's she so worried
Yes,
about
it was
him
Jonna.
for?
I don't remember. It was Jonna
Danny also
and
picks up the
Double Edged
nature of their
Cat, I
relationship
think,
and comments on it.
and Travelsome.
It sounds to me like the two of you are pretty close to one another.
Huh? What do you mean?
What's
If
that
there's a
saying?
ship with
You
Ash and
always
his
pick
mom
the
and will
one
cry,
you
I hope not. But probably.
When the
Yeah.
topic of kissing comes up in Wherefore
Yeah,
Art Thou
like there's
Pokemon,
People
Ash
who
and Misty have
fetishize
this
armpits.
exchange.
I wouldn't put anything past the human race.
What?
Earlier in the episode, Tracy also compares their relationship to that, which they deny. of
Alex
course.
definitely did that
In the
part.
episode Misty meets her mash, the Travada Island gym leader Rudy falls in love with Misty and asks her out on a date.
Meets her
which
mash?
Ash,
No,
of course,
I
is
wasn't gonna
happy
say
about.
anything.
She agrees to the date. In the dub, Rudy asked her to stay on the island with him. In the original Japanese version, however, he actually asked Misty to marry him. In both versions, she gives him a rather ambiguous answer.
Am I going
But
crazy?
ultimately,
Did
it's
we
made
just
clear
drop
what the
100
decision
people?
is when she cheers for Ash
Hmm?
rather than Rudy during
We had
their match.
140 viewers, now we have 40.
Comment in the Japanese version. She wants
The thing is
Got a
reading
lot
it.
of people who
At the end
don't
of the
support
episode, this happened.
poker shipping, I guess.
I'm confused. Maybe I was misreading it and it was never 140 and it was just 40.
It was at 138, I remember
This
looking.
implies Ash doesn't realize
Like,
his
after you
feelings
said
for Misty
that?
yet,
Twitch,
but
what
it's
you
clear to
doing?
Rudy,
I think Twitch is
and
just being
foreshadows
weird.
that
Oh, there it
someday
goes.
they'll
It's
catch
fixed.
up.
Yeah, see, it's
God,
just...
this show is a tease.
There's probably just
In
100 people that
Heartbreak
just keep
Brock,
getting dropped.
Kaku expresses her desire to marry Brock, a ship called Amoris shipping. In response, Misty
Look at
says
those.
I was gonna say, Brock is at a great angle to just German suplex her.
However, this is only in the dub. In the Japanese version, she says, "Looks like she fell for Takashi, or Brock, at first sight." Later in this episode, she has this conversation with Brock.
This is so awkward. I don't know how to explain this. Honestly, I just kind of went through the
This
list
might
of
not seem
moments
like
on
much, but
Bulbapedia
remember, these are
and
really
picked
young
the ones that I
characters,
thought were
and
the
Puppy
most
Love takes
important.
more modest forms than
And
most
then I
frequent
also
romances.
did
Ash and
other
Misty had a
research
lot of
so that I
history
would have
together,
like the
shared a
stuff
lot
from
of
the live
experiences,
show
and seeing their relationship
and
grow
all
into
the other
something
stuff.
more was really
And apparently, there were
Misty
things that I
and Ash
didn't
have been
fit into
traveling
this
together
video.
for a long
Like there were a couple of
and the
like
audience was invested in them and their
kids
relationship.
WB bumpers
We
or
cared about
something,
them. We
or maybe
cheered for them.
advertisements for
We
their
wanted to
like
see all
poke
these things
shippy
culminate in
things
some way.
Really?
that
The
I
second
I wasn't
movie,
aware of. But
Power
there's like a
One,
recorded
gave us what we
song
wanted.
where they sing another
Melody,
duet that isn't
a
in this
character unique
video.
to this film, first introduced
Which I
herself
didn't
to
know
Ash
about
by
until
planting a
after I
kiss
made
on his
this.
cheek. The ship of Melody and Ash is called Kiss Shipping, by the way. Misty is of course extremely jealous, and this prompts Melody to ask if they're dating. They deny it, but quite a lot of attention is paid to Misty's jealousy during the first third of the movie. As the film
That lip
progresses and
smack.
Ash is put into danger, Misty has to overcome these feelings, her jealousy of Melody, and her refusal to admit that she cares about Ash, and come rescue him, maturing and opening up to Melody about Ash.
And Dash is never really alone because he's got.
They have the entire live
This
show
was great
on
and all, but
YouTube, and also the
unfortunately, this is
making of
really
the
all
live
we
show.
got, as Misty
Oh,
left
yeah?
the show entirely
Well, I don't
soon
know
after.
if they is
The
like an
final
official
episode got a happy
legal
ending, an
upload,
emotional
but it
affair for the
exists
whole
on
group.
YouTube.
Misty has an entire musical number dedicated to
Just
saying goodbye to
saying.
Ash.
Taken from the title.
Yeah, from the opening, which never happened in the show. Also from an opening, didn't happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, whenever did Ash...
It was from an opening that was never used in the
And
English
after all
dub.
is said and done, what does Ash
It was
leave her
from,
with?
I think that we were meant to
I think
be
OK,
good
which
friends.
is like one of the gold and silver
Friend
openings.
zone. This was their chance to really resolve everything they were building up towards in the Orange Island season, since the movie really only dealt with Misty's side of things, but nope, we're left with an unrequited love. In the end, she says to herself,
Well, Ash Ketchum, finally
Sorry,
I
Misty,
know
the only
you
one for Ash is
and
Ash.
though Misty has come back to visit now and then, they were all very platonic affairs, and show staff in Japan have confirmed that she's never returning as a reoccurring character. This is a
The live
thoroughly
show is pretty
unsatisfying
cringy,
way
to be
leave
honest. You
things,
can tell
and
the
I'm
audience
letting
did
my
not want to
betrayal
interact with the
heartbreak all
performers
over
at all.
That's not to say that was completely the end of Poke shipping. In the Chronicles episode A Date with Delcatty, a boy named Giorgio asks Misty out. This pairing is called someone else shipping, by the way. In response, Misty rejects him because there's
Someone else.
This could imply that she's moved on from Ash, or that she's still holding on to her feelings for him. I like to think that actually she's moved on. I just want the girl to be happy. Likewise, in the movie Jirachi
Could be that person from
Wishmaster,
Gold and Silver.
Ash and Max are having a heart-to-heart because Max is sad about having to say goodbye to Jirachi.
You'll remember Jirachi forever, and he's gonna always be in your heart. A good friend.
I'm enjoying a little bit of the Sun and Moon anime, but I am pretty biased because I'm a Misty fangirl, obviously.
However, this
Like I said, I'm just
conversation
irritated
exists
that she
only in the English
lost
dub.
to
In the
Ash
German dub, he talks
because of
specifically about
garbage
friends being
strategies.
Of course,
And
she
in the
should have
original
won.
Japanese version, they're talking about comets.
She's been like training as an
Completely
actual
unrelated.
gym leader for
Speaking of dub
years,
conventions, it
basically
wouldn't
at
be a
this
Poke
point,
shipping
and she
video
still
if we
lost
didn't
to a
talk
guy
about
who's in
4
school.
kids basically playing the
Pikachu,
gargoyles from
use
Hunchback
quick
of
attack
Notre
up
Dame.
the
For some
whirlpool.
reason, 4 kids in particular really
And it's
wanted
like,
to push the Poke shipping thing further than it ever
That's
really
not
went
how
before,
anything
creating entirely
works.
new content centered around it outside the show. The biggest inventions here come in the form of the song Under the Mistletoe from the
What's it
Pokemon
called?
Christmas Bash
When
CD,
people ship
as well
Cyrus
as
from
50
Pokemon
songs from
Platinum
Pokemon
with
Live
Cyrus
Show.
from
These
Diamond and
songs were written
Pearl.
by people who
Trash.
involved with the localization.
Who
Christmas
is
Bash
Cyrus
does use
shipping?
The entire original 4Kids voice cast.
Best
And while
villain
4Kids
shipping.
doesn't have much to do with Pokemon Live, the production was an adaptation of the dubbed anime, and the song was re-released on the To Be a Master CD as well, featuring a new intro and outro with the 4Kids voice cast. In Pokemon Live, Misty has her own entire musical number about wanting to confess her feelings to Ash, called Misty's Song. It's just kind of a sweet little bubbly song about a crush, until you hear the outro, and hear Misty losing her nerve and sounding so sad about it.
Sai says.
I'm afraid that you might break my heart. Oh, hi, Mimo. Why are you standing in the printer?
Oh, because you're hungry. It's almost 9 o'clock.
Come here.
Oh, jeez.
Watch your head. Oh, that's my leg.
Ow! Mimo, why? Ow!
Something, Misty? Me? No, nothing.
Hello, Meemles.
Also, this totally would have gotten claimed because this not only has
Kids were a little sadistic, weren't they? And under the mistletoe,
video
Ash
footage,
and
it has
Misty
like
sing a duet.
audio.
With Misty hoping that she meets Ash under the mistletoe for an excuse to kiss him, and Ash sort of toying with the idea of the same thing. Though ultimately he chickens out and does his typical Ash freaking out and knocking things over.
Maybe I'll stand here, maybe I'll go. Maybe in this Christmas
I will not play Cuphead.
maybe this
I don't think it's Formac anyway.
just might get.
Cuphead?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Ash. Did you get something to eat?
I'm not gonna be good at Cuphead.
Ash,
I'm
did
not
you
even
realize
good at
I'm standing
Mario.
under the mistletoe? Huh?
You can play 2-player though, so that makes it.
Why these songs are written when 4
Slightly
kids
more
must have
fun,
already
I
known
guess.
it would never amount to anything, I'll never know. Maybe they just really wanted to rub salt in our broken Poke shipper hearts.
Why did I?
Poke
Why did?
shipping was probably
why
the
did she
most
cut
common
off
appearance
Dawn?
between Ash and his female companions
Leo
up
Burnett
until
and 4
recently,
kids are the
even
devil.
if it did end up being mostly unrequited and unresolved.
Nobody got that joke.
This is likely due to the fact that at the time, they were probably planned to end up together in the first movie, based on a trailer featuring unused footage from the film that showed an older-looking Misty hugging a pink-haired girl with a Pikachu present. What Poke shippers presume is Ash and Misty's daughter. When the franchise ended up becoming cyclical, to be sustained for a long time.
What is it
and
called
many
when people ship
generations
Dawn with a pair of
audiences,
snow pants?
They had to write out the relationship in order to keep Ash from being tied down by a romantic involvement.
Hypothermia
Ever since,
shipping.
he's become completely oblivious to any female attraction of any sort. Whereas before, he could at least tell
wouldn't
when
even
girls
know.
were flirting with
It's
him.
just sorta
I've
like
given up on Ash and Misty ever getting
just
together,
smart.
but I still can't quite get behind the idea of Ash
Common
with anyone
sense
else.
shipping.
Somewhere deep down, I just can't help but wish things could have been different. We haven't really gotten to see the growth of a
Meatballs,
relationship
what?
like this on the show ever again. Even with Serena in the new season, she was introduced as someone Ash already knew. And though we got to see flashbacks, it's not quite the same as watching a relationship blossom
Slight
over the
Serena
series.
shade.
Serena had a crush on Ash before we even knew who Serena was. That's really not the same thing as watching her fall in love. Ash and Misty started as total strangers, and through the years
Ash's
of screen time they
past
spent
is
together,
really
we got to
weird.
see them go from
Ash
squabbling
secretly
kids to
knows
kids trying to
everyone.
come to terms with their confusing feelings for each other.
Mimo.
And that was something really
He's
unique
so
to the show,
cute.
and it had a lasting impact on me as a Pokemon fan. I hope, even if you don't like the pairing, You at least learned a
I mean,
little
he has
something about the
riveting
characters today
commentary.
and their history throughout the
The
Pokemon
sneeze.
anime. Let me know who your Pokemon OG
Serena,
is in the comments
never
below.
heard of her.
Earlier this week, I did a Pokemon drawing challenge video, and you can click right here to watch it. Or if you want something cute to cheer you up today, you can click here to watch the top 10 cutest Pokemon. As always, don't forget to click here to subscribe.
Alright, this video's over. Also, the drawing challenge I don't think still exists. I took down a lot of those videos because it was just, I knew that I was uncomfortable when I filmed them. So
Oh, yeah.
it's like, I just want what's up there to be something I'm proud of and not something that I got up just to fill a quota. Well, come on, she's already mad because she's hungry. Don't make her...
No, I just wanted everyone to hear her purring.
Oh, okay. So what's next, you guys? What's next?
No, game theory, Ash is actually Ness.
Let's see. I don't know. How many more of these should we do? I guess we're getting pretty recent and we only have 10 minutes left.
Yep.
Maybe like one more video.
One more.
Are there any others that people wanted me to do?
Just watch other people's YouTube videos on YouTube. No.
My latest video, I don't think I would have that much to say about it at this point, and also that's way longer than 10 minutes.
It'll become an eating stream because the pizza will be here by that point.
Watch one from last year? I don't have that many from last year. I uploaded a lot less last year. It would be...
I'm gonna check my phone real quick.
Okay. Oh, the Chugga Conroy video? Spin Dash? Why? You don't want to see any of that. That's not watchable. I guess we could do more ROM hack vids for the last 10 minutes, but it's like, those are not that exciting. They're not impressive, and they're not interesting, and you just have to read a lot. I think they're a part of my history that I appreciate, but I do not think that they're watchable. People really want Spin Dash. Why?
What's Spin Dash?
I did 2 episodes of a terrible Rugrats Search for Reptar Let's Play that inexplicably got hundreds of thousands of views each.
Why?
It's not really worth it. I mean, it's just not watchable because I sound like I'm 5, and there's a lot of ums, and it's terrible.
You getting down, Meemals?
Okay.
I'll put you down, okay?
Let's open up. Oh, hold on, I gotta go to YouTube first.
Oh my god, you have all these new.
9 years ago. Okay, here we go. This is Spin Dash for the win.
235,000 views.
These are my videos from my secret channel. Spin Dash for the win. Vid it. Ask Evie. She'll tell you. What the hell is this? Yeah. So, apparently everything I touch on YouTube turns to gold. Even if it's a garbage second channel that I have uploaded 3 videos to. You're both so good at names. Yes! It's so great. So great. It's like the opposite of your name almost.
Why Spin Dash?
Because I used to actually upload exclusively Sonic Adventure 2 battle videos to this channel.
What'd you do with all of them?
It was just like point runs and like 100 ring runs and things like that, but it was like my camera pointed at my television screen and like copyrighted music over it. So they're all gone.
Do you still have those?
Maybe. But they'd be on one of my external hard drives.
Upload them all over.
I think probably the only one I saved is my fastest time ever on Dry Lagoon of 42 seconds to complete it. Which is a pretty good time, to be honest. With a Bayside song playing over it. Okay. I'll
Alright,
play for you my
show me.
Rugrats impression because it's the
Oh,
only thing
God.
worth
You're
a
gonna
while.
start with this?
It's 14 seconds.
Hey, I wanted to push the button, Lillian. You want the button, Philip? You can't handle the button.
Yes. Also, I had a name for myself, apparently. Spin.
Just spin.
So this is the secret. Congrats for staying to the end. Oh, fine.
It's dark.
Yeah.
The cat's gonna throw a fit.
I'm not that good anymore. I can do it sometimes. But it's only those lines. It's the same lines that I can do. So there's my secret Rugrats impression. My secret talent.
Oh.
Oh. I'm gonna mute the mic for Okay, we're back. Pizza's here. Chaz is going to get it. So, what's our last video gonna be, you guys? What's it gonna be? Do I have any other secret videos that are worth sharing? I know what Evie's channel still was. But I'll save it. What else? What other interesting videos exist? Yeah, let's see. I think we watched some good ones and some bad ones tonight. That's a good mix. Maxie the Man. Those are all the hack videos. You guys want more hacks, really? Alright, which one? What do you want? What you want? I'll do my original sass troll video, which I made as a commentary of the itty bitty teeny weeny ROM hacking community that existed at the time. So let's find that. Oh, she's scratching on her post. Where is that? 8 simple rules for hacking Pokemon. We'll do that one. Oh my god, I can't hear it at all. Wow, it's so quiet. Why is it so quiet? Did I mute this? Is it the headphones that I can't hear? Oh, it's only the left headphone. Look at those views, kids. In 2 years. Yeah, there's Izzy. Look at it. Oh, Jumper Boy. There's Evie! Wow, I'm so mean.
What'd you do?
I can't even share this one with you because the audio is only in one ear.
What is this?
Clearly made in Windows Movie Maker.
How to be a real person.
Just keeps going.
I guess it's over.
Is there like fan fiction rules right here? I can barely hear it. Can anyone hear it?
Wow, you're so cool.
I think I'm being rated at the end of the stream. Thickest, stupidest, wow. I thought so much of people who watch YouTube videos.
Hmm?
Thanks for the raid, you guys. We're about to end, though. Thank you. It's very kind. I'm so mean. Can you hear the sass? Good lord. Oh, I could read a script, apparently. I feel attacked. Suddenly stag. Super old Google. Audio preview. Wow. I was like the Jax Films of ROM hacking. These old comments. Oh, wow. That was great. That was great. That was a good one to end on. It was a blast from the past. And that hypercam aesthetic. You know what's funny? This was recorded with hypercam. And I paid for hypercam. I paid $12 so that I wouldn't have unregistered hypercam in my video. Because I didn't know how to crop back then. I couldn't crop out the watermark. It's amazing.
It was very sweet of you.
It was only $12 to register hypercam. I can't believe more people didn't do it. Anyway. Thanks everybody for coming tonight. This was a lot of fun. I thought I was only going to do this for like an hour because I was so tired. But I had a really good time.
You got pizza now.
Yes, we do. And I need to eat it and go to bed. Thank you for watching all of my weird floor-sitting aesthetic videos. With my no bass, one speaker only audio. And all of my awkward old videos.
Yes, congrats on 11 years.
This video was originally made like a long time ago.
March.
This is a re-upload.
6.5 was the when you re-uploaded it.
Yeah.
Probably about 8 or so.
We need a floor resurgence. bring black for videos. That'd be funny. I just like start the Ruby and Sapphire review by sitting on the floor. It's like, this is all right. This is what we need. This is more like it.
The floor emote.
Floor emote. More floor vids are right. Floor vids and feet. Post feet. This is how. I haven't really improved that much in 11 years, if I'm honest. I didn't really start trying until recently. I don't even think that my recent stuff's that good. But I do my best. I think the best video is my most recent one.
Post elbows.
Ugh.
You can't give it to them right as they want it. You need to come back next.
I see. Thanks for the bits, Peridot. Happy YouTube anniversary. Your YouTube anniversary is 2 days before my birthday. Happy birthday! Eat and drink water. Yes, I will. Thanks everyone for staying up so late and watching this. This was a lot of fun. I'm almost kind of sad to be done, to be honest. But I know that there's not much left to watch and we need to eat and go to bed. So, I don't know when I'm going to be able to stream again because I have a real job now, which will mostly be on the weekends. So I'll try and figure something out. I have to wake up at 6 in the morning, do all of my homework before class, go to class, come back, go to work. So it's gonna be a doozy, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I had a lot of fun tonight. I really did. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and, I mean the weekend's over. Have a wonderful week and like month and year and like all the days. All of the days before I stream again. I'm gonna slowly work on another video. It took me 4 months to finish the one. So, hey, Flamboyant Waffle with a 17-month resub.
Dang.
Great streamer videos have earnestness to them that I still appreciate. Hope everyone has a good night. Thanks so much, Flamboyant Waffle. It's very sweet. And I really want to thank everybody for coming and celebrating with me because this was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I love all of you. A lot. I'm gonna go eat and go to bed. I'll see you again soon, I promise. As soon as I possibly can. And I'll be tweeting a lot as always. This was fun. I don't want it to end, but I have to go. Thanks as always to my mods for keeping the chat fun and safe for everybody. Thanks to my subs, resubs, and regular viewers who come and support the stream. Happy birthday to Jovi, whose birthday was yesterday, I think.
Something like that. No pineapples.
No pineapples. No, there are no pineapples on our pizza, right?
No.
Good. That would give me a migraine.
I wouldn't pick. I want pineapples on my pizza.
Alright. Mwah! Good night, everybody!
Take care.